Hey, Mark, what's up? What's up? What's up? I had to sage because I didn't know what the hell I was about to deal with coming in here. Thank y'all for stopping through and the thumbs up already on this Heyoka vibe. Um, what was my topics? My discussion topics today is the deeper purpose of your karmic cycles, and that can lead into codependency and toxic attachments. No matter how your surroundings may look, this is your season for ultimate glory, in which it is. As um and when God guides you towards making decisions to honor yourself and you receive peace afterwards, confirmation is down the right track. And staying kind to yourself because you're evolving a version of a person you never been, which is true. How are you today, Mark? Thanks for stopping through. I appreciate you coming through. Um, all these different things is coming on. That I had to remember to allow myself to discuss. Um, there's so many different things that's going on right now that we are experiencing through karmic cycles, where it's getting really heavy. Whether there are certain things within ourselves that we're still struggling to heal from or growing to acknowledge. It may be a struggle to acknowledge what part we play within our own lives for different things that's taking place. So a lot of times it don't really have nothing to do with us, but also for you not to accept things, and you're not allowing yourself to see in different angles of why certain things are taking place or why you're being guided towards a certain direction. It could be, you may be conflict of interest in that situation right now at hand. And those are the things we're all going through. I know with certain situations with me, I had to take a big break. And everything that was going on for a few days, just to be able to self-reflect, allowing myself to see where I'm the issue in my situation, allowing myself to be open to the insight that my guides are giving me, or through me interacting with different people as well. Just being able to have a deeper, knowledge of the knowing within myself, as well as the things that I'm going through. And that can be very therapeutic. A lot of times we're in situations that can be very toxic. And we're trying to allow ourselves to feel like, are we supposed to be healing ourselves and healing other people? Or are we allowing ourselves to hold that honor towards ourselves and disconnect, but also allow ourselves to take power back from whatever and whoever and whenever we place something in our lives that it needs to be taken back? Because a lot of us are dealing with that right now. I know I am, but I can appreciate it. What's up, King? Thanks for coming in, Mr. Lyons. Thank you for stopping by. But all these different things, I missed y'all the other day, but I know I had to take a break. It was a lot going on because I knew I was going to come back yesterday, but then it was like I was having interference with my internet and stuff like that. And I just knew I got frustrated, but then I said that was probably universe telling me to just go sit down, somewhere sit down. So I'm proud of myself today. I made like 2 podcasts, and then this is like my 5th or 6th. Yeah, this is my 6th video I did back to back. So all of a sudden I started to take my contacts out. I was trying to read different stuff on my phone and it was blurring out. I was like, oh God, this is becoming too much. But yeah, there's so much things that are unfolding right now that, we may be having, it feels like we're bumping heads with a lot of different energies. It's like a lot of different energies, or, even, it's like, it is, we're clashing against other people's energies and we're trying to heal, but there's a lot of people that's projecting out different vibrations that can be seen. And it's like, hey, Cherry Jones. Hello, my fellow Heyokas sis. Thanks for stopping through. Make sure y'all put those thumbs up. It's truly appreciated. It's like, I missed you. Glad to see you, love. Glad to meet you too. And happy birthday. Y'all give Antoine a happy birthday. It was his birthday just passed over the weekend, so I didn't get a chance to sing happy birthday to him. But yeah, it's a blessing for you to see, you're 50 years young. Hey, Marta. Oh, my sister from another Mr. UN. Okay. Yeah, my topics I said for today. I don't know if y'all can see the topics. Sarah, what's up? Hey, from down under. Oh my God. I love Australia. I always wanted to go there. It's like, thanks to fam. You're welcome. Happy birthday. Yeah, my topics for tonight, unless y'all want me to talk about something else, if y'all want me to, talk about different topics that maybe certain things that you may be dealing with right now, hey, we can, it's an open forum. The 4 topics I'm talking about today is called the deeper purpose of karmic cycles that can lead to codependency and toxic attachments. Yeah, happy birthday to Antoine, y'all. Y'all go ahead and give him a happy birthday. It says no matter how your surroundings may look at this time, it's like this is your season for glory. And it truly is. And when God's asking you to go towards making a tough decision to honor yourself, you receive peace afterwards. That's confirmation you're on the right track. And it says stay kind to yourself because you're evolving into a version of a person you have never been. And yeah, that's the 4 topics that I'm talking about today. And it's like thank you, Marta. Antoine said, and it's like, hit the thumb like, fam. Happy birthday from Sarah. Yeah, we're all going through different things right now. You may be dealing with some hardships in your life. And y'all, I'm Marta, I don't know if you're feeling bad today and your body all locked up like mine is. So I put some meditation music on to free whatever pains you're dealing with, because I know a lot of us, even when you feel like things are going against you, just by the way your vibration towards your life is, if you've been feeling a lot of headaches, it's like, I feel hell. I'm not about to say that word, but I feel you, boo-boo. That's why I sent love to you. I said I put on meditation where it's releasing whatever you're feeling right now. You can get out of that pain, because right now we're going through a huge transition, okay? And it's leading to having headaches, like fogginess. I was dealing with the fogginess because I know this was like my 6th video I did back to back. So my eyes started getting foggy. The nausea, yeah. Then it's like your sacred chakra, your your solar plexus is acting up. I know mine has, because I have, it was like becoming a journey, a job for me to try to go to the bathroom. It was just really messed up. But you're going through that, and a lot of times we're like, Dad, we're going through these huge transition. Yeah, fogginess and root and sacral chakra. You're having sexual frustration. I've been eating a lot of chocolate. I ain't been doing nothing. But hey, it is what it is. I'm okay with that. I can wait. But yeah, going through a lot of different things. I know my emotions have been out, and it wasn't like being depressed somewhat, but just being able to be grateful, because I felt like I done came over a hump. We're breaking all these, these generational cycles. And it's like, yeah, my head has been hurting the other day, like damn bad. I believe it, boo. I believe it. You have to understand, you are purging out a lot of things right now. And when we are stepping into unknown territory, things start getting a lot harder than we expected it to be. A lot of times we can feel like we're gung-ho for it. There's a lot of times, it's like pain hurts so much. And he's like, I'm grateful to have found you. Oh, I'm glad I can be able to connect with you too. I've been hearing that a lot lately. There's so many different people, and that really makes me feel good, because I'm so self-conscious about different things. Like I hate, when my videos come up and y'all can't really see me. And it's just like, dang, my energy is very potent. It's like, you look, now I hate my glasses. People are like, Roslynn, you look like I used to have people flirt with me in my job. They say, you look like one of those porno, like school teachers I would love to stay after school for. I'm like, if you don't shut the hell up. I don't like wearing my glasses, but hey, it is what it is. I got to put them on. But thank you. I'm glad. They're like, it makes you look sexy and studious. I'm like, leave me alone. I said, leave me alone. That's not the look I'm looking for. I'm just trying to see, but, going through all those different things, I got to be stupid. I got to bring a stupid vibe out of there. Like, oh, you're looking sexy. Like, oh, you want me to spank you after class? You want some extra credit? Huh? I'm like, no, we ain't about to do all that. It's like sexy and mysterious. You like growl a little bit. But I'm not dealing with y'all today. I'm not trying to go through that today with y'all. And I don't like these damn glasses all fogging up and shit. I'm trying to sit up here. That's why I can't stand cleaning these daggone glasses. But yeah, we all going through something, trying to get through something, trying to be through something. And I'm just tired of this something. I'm just ready for it to be past. It's like, did somebody say, you know what the hell with you, Marta? I'm not doing that. No sexy and smart. It's like, no sexy and smart. Leave me alone. That's why. Leave me alone. It was like, You know what? But I needed that laugh today. I needed this. I was looking forward to y'all. I know y'all were gonna bring the foolishness with you, especially Marlon and Tim and Aunt's ass. I was just waiting for it. Sarah, don't mind us. We cut a fool when we in here because it's like I'm guaranteeing you gonna have somebody laughing, somebody gonna say some stupid stuff. You know, we all need to laugh because we're dealing with too much serious stuff. When you come here, you're gonna be acting silly. You might like tinkle on yourself a little bit. You probably start choking. You need something to, wet your whistle. No telling what'll happen here. But it's all, hey, I'm here for it. I love it. I truly do. This is the best part of my connection. I love having chat with y'all. But yeah, we're going through all these physical changes. Like I just had, I don't know if y'all seen the video I put up because I put up 5 more other videos before this. It was like I started having visions of different people going through parallel entities where it's like your guides are showing you, hey, if you choose this choice of your life, this is the things that can probably happen for you, especially if they feel like, you're making the wrong decisions for yourself. It's like you want to roll with them video, baby, I'm trying. I've been gone since, what was it, last time we talked? I don't know no, you weren't here, Marta. I know Anton. No, I don't know if Anton was on here either, but I know I was feeling bad. Feeling really bad. You can tell I was having like sinus congestion because I was dealing with so much third eye pressure. And it was like I was trying to shield it from everybody. And I'm just sitting up here trying to talk. And I'm like, look, I can't deal with it. I'm gonna have to get off, and I did. I had to. I truly had to. So, it's like all these things. It's like, the epitome in a good mood already. I'm glad, boo. I'm so glad you can get on here and you just have a laugh because, we all going through stuff, and I'd rather have y'all laughing. Or if I gotta have you crying, I wanted to be those kind of laughs where you start choking till you start crying. And that's the only kind of cry I want to be able to have with y'all. It's like it's like, does anyone feel like they are in the reality than like they are somewhere else? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You're going through those, because see, right now you're purging everything, right? And some of us, if you're going through that, you may be confident about everything you're going through, but then it's like that pit of you, am I making the right decisions? Am I moving in the pace that universe and God wants me to? Am I focusing on the right things, or am I projecting something wrong? You're going through that. I'm glad you seen that's deep, because I was like, is anybody else going through this? Because I went through it, and I had to be out here and just project it out. Like, hey, is this something that y'all going through? Yes, all the time at Deep Thoughts Here and Now. Yeah. And it's just like going through all that. I don't know why that line. Oh, okay, that was that line from my arrow. But, it was showing you, it's like your guides are showing you, these are the things. They don't want you putting too much focus in every little step you're doing, because sometimes we can get very OCD. And it's like a quantum shift. Yep, it is. Yep, that's what it was. So it's just good when I know I can say something. Y'all like, yeah, girl, I was going through it too. I thought it was just me. Well, I'm glad that y'all know what's going on. But basically, it's these things are happening because you are, they're giving you, it's like a shift that you're going through because you're on that next level, and they want to know, to show you, not wanting, they already know what's going on, but they're trying to make sure you are on the same level as that you need to be. And they don't want you to give it too much thought, but just allow yourself to be fluid. Just flow with it. Trust the process that you're going through. Yes, it is not easy, and everything, when everything is intense to you, that lets you know how much you have been holding on to in your life, how many things that you have to be able to purge, because you're bringing all new stuff in. So for that to happen, you're disconnecting from stuff that you've been holding on for years. It's probably been in you marinating longer than you actually been here. So you're going through all those different things, and they're showing you where your choices, where your vibrations, what you're becoming accepting of, where is it vibing you to? Or they're giving you insight that's telling you, you may not remember all of it, but it's like your vibrations are going to be like, whoa, like I chose this and it was just straight out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? Like you choosing it, and this is totally out the box for you on how you choosing things or how you're moving. And I know that's how I know I went through a big shift, because the way I've been doing my videos is like bam, 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 bam. And then I was doing the my podcast, and it was just the same way. And I'm like, wow, where is this coming from? And it's like cherry on top. Yeah, it was like cherry. You know what? My bad, boo. I don't want you to be. I'm like, ooh, cherry on top. And I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about cherry. Like, my bad. Ain't even funny. Let me stop, because that was just rude. But anyway, going through this, how do I let it go? Please help. Okay, Sarah, what are you exactly trying to let what go? Because, I mean, it could be so many different things. If you're holding on to wounds and all that stuff, almost like we literally die. That's what you're going through. It is a powerful rebirth. And I did a video on that one too. That was right before the one about the different soulmates that you're connecting with throughout your life path. You're going through that because it's like, it just feels like your life is so detrimental. It's like no matter how much you try, it's like issues just hitting the fan left and right. And it's like you're not getting peace, but you actually are. But it's hard for you to see it that way, on what is truly going on, because your life is unfolding. You know, we're hitting on foreign territory. That's what we're on. So that mess will make you all kind of like paranoid. Like, okay, why is my body lighting up? It was like, Rob, well, I'm just trying to say, man, look. You know, I was like, oh, that's good with a cherry on top. And I'm like, oh, damn, there's a cherry in here. Just like when I sit up here and said, make fun of Casper the other day. Casper popped up in there as soon as I said his name. It's like childhood trauma, generational crime. Okay. These are the things. It's just depending on, Sarah, what you are going through. I've been sleeping with holding my crystals. Yeah, that you were guided to do that, Marta. It just depends on what it is. And it's like your hood Heyoka moment. You already know I'm a thug. You better leave me alone. But yeah, I understand with the childhood stuff, because I really went through some very jacked up childhood stuff. And when you're allowing yourself, Sarah, it's like you have to go back and heal your inner child within you. Heaps of negative things, yes, because it's like a lot of times you feel like it's hard to be able to let go. You have to understand some wounds are very deep. So it's not like it's going to happen overnight. This is something that you have to work with on a daily, because there's a lot of times mine will come up and I had to allow myself to make peace. These things cannot be changed, but these are the things that is awakening you to show you change that needs to take within your bloodline. And that's exactly what we're doing. You can't change these things. You know, with the people that have done harm to my life, I don't have them in my life, even though they're still trying to create hell for me in my life, but they're only creating it for themselves. So these are the things that I can say for me, it was very detrimental to my life and very traumatic, but it's also a blessing in disguise, because it's really showing me, after all these casts that has been placed on me from the wounds and the trauma and all the burdens that I bear, there's so much power up under there, and we all have it, you know. And a lot of times it's hard for us to recognize it. Other people can recognize it, but a lot of times it's hard for us to do that. We can like, girl, yeah, I'm strong, this and this and that. And when you get by yourself, that you drop that armor off so quick, like, hey, I ain't a Thundercat today. I don't know what they finding in me, but I can't find it in myself. It's like a Wells Waldo situation. And a lot of times it feel like that. A lot of times it can feel like, where's Waldo? Because you don't know where the hell he be at. He be right there in front of you, hiding in plain sight. It's like, those are facts breaking general. Yes, no facts, no printer. You know, and it's true. It's hard as heck to do that, because when you are that one they picked, you are not just dealing with your issues that you've been dealing with whenever your traumatic incidents have started. You're dealing with your past lives, then you're dealing with your parallel entity lives, then you're dealing with everything your family done dumped on you type vibe. You know, you're dealing with a whole lot of stuff. And it's like I was saying, God dog, I'm saying I'm strong, and is that they all fell flat or awful. You know what, Mark? And that's not funny. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to laugh at you. Like, I'm strong. So you walk in the door, oh, fell out. Like, oh, I can't take it. I promise you I can't take it. It's not easy. It's so true. It's not. Every day I got to work on that. There's days, Marta can tell you, there's days I done cried in a lot of my videos, because there's a lot of things I just don't discuss. And Marta, you know what it is. Just don't answer back, but you know what I'm talking about. But there's a lot of things I done made, I done had to make peace with. And it's all about what you're serious about. When if you know what you're trying to bring into your life, You know, yeah, it was it was heavy. You know, it's like something you have to work with every day. You have to meditate. You have to write down things, you know, keep journals on why do you still feel things are still triggering you? Why do there are certain things that still carry heavy emotions with you? Are you waiting for an explanation? Are you waiting for a sorry? You're waiting for a closure. And a lot of times that closure, if it ain't happened yet, people ain't going to give it to you. Because a lot of times people don't want to own up to the BS they're going to put in your life because they still trying to own up. They ain't even owning up to the stuff they're allowing themselves to keep processing and spewing out on other people. So you have to be able to take that L, close that door, and keep it moving. Because it's just a lot of times people have placed all that energy of what has been done to them and taking it out on you and all that stuff. But you were that one they had to do that to. You had to break for you to come back. It's like you had to break the bloom. You're breaking to becoming. And that's exactly what you're doing, you know. And those are the things you have to really go through. It's like to get rid of childhood trauma, you have to go to get therapy and meditation to release and surrender and pray for do affirmation. Yeah, I mean, last time when I went through therapy, it was like when I tried to commit suicide, and it was like right after I had my hysterectomy because it was so much that was going on at that time. And it was a lot of things, but this is before I found out who I was, what my trauma actually was resulting to for the things that I was going through. So it's like, if you find a therapist, you know, I always tell people, if you want to go see a therapist, make sure it's a spiritual one that's in tune with spirituality, the stuff we deal with. Because you start talking about the stuff we deal with somebody who is oppressed and they're supposed to be dealing with some doctrine and therapy, they'll have your butt as a 5150 and you ain't getting out for 72 hours. You got to be able to play the fiddle with them. If you can find somebody that you can truly trust and talk to that is on that same vibe with you, that you know, is not a therapist, that's even, you know, that's even a plus, you know. But if you can find somebody in the medical field that is an empath, that, you know, the holistic, isn't that right? Isn't that what it is, Antoine? The holistic therapy, they have that, right? Because I know you're a life coach. And I think it's like holistic type therapy. If they're doing the ones that are spiritually, you know, inclined like that. You know, if you can find somebody who is on that type of level, that's the best bet I can tell you. But me, I had to go through mine, through my therapy is through my spirit guides and my family that passed over. You know, that's who my therapy is. And I'm still working on it every day. But the way I deal with it is through making my videos. That is like a positive outlet for me, you know, when I'm guided to be able to do that. And those are the things that, you know, you're going through. You're dealing with the parallel changes where they're leading you towards that different insight that you're needing, because there's a lot of people like, where am I going now? Am I making the right decision? Am I keeping focus on the right things that's going to uplift me in every way? Am I in my alignment? Am I off balance? Well, you can tell if you're off balance depending on how you're feeling and stuff like that. But a lot of times where everything that's going on with this change, it's going to hit you in all type of directions right now, because it's trying to unpeel everything that you have been programmed to know and learn, and you thought it was true. It's unpeeling you. It's like you that nasty scab, you know, like you got that infection that is trying its best to heal, but it ain't doing nothing except getting nasty. And you're trying to, do what you can, but it's just, it's like a scar that is just getting worse instead of getting better. You have to start from the surface. Like whatever that infection is, you got to take it off. And then you have to be able to heal it. And that's exactly what I feel like if I was to sit up here and make a comparison, that's what we're dealing with right now. You had to get rid of that nasty infection and allowing yourself to treat yourself, clean the wound, make sure you put an ointment on it, nourishing yourself, all those different things. Make sure your hands is clean and all that different junk, that you're going through. But these are the things that you're going through as you're within your growth process, being kind to yourself, not being, being easy, being, heavy on yourself. That's what I meant to say, because there's so many different things that are going on. Is my, y'all put something on the comment thing, because I'm trying to make sure it's not frozen. Make sure it's still working, because I know the last thing that somebody put was Marta. So if you can just put like a thumbs up or like an emoji or something, let me know that the comment section ain't frozen. I hate to have to close this down and come right back up again. But go through it. You're going through all these different things where they're trying to show you, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be, fixated on one certain thing. Thank you. Because it's like, okay, hey, Karen Peters, all good. Okay, hey, Vi, is that what y'all talking about? Having experiences on different parallel entities, like your spirit guides. If you have been, there's a lot of people, I've experienced it, and other people, they said here they have been. You're going to the parallel type universe where they're showing you from your choices and the things that are going on right now where it can lead you to. Or if you're neglecting yourself, they can show you where it could end up at, which is all process. And when you saying, Cherry, I pray and fast and to ask the Most High to use me by the Holy Spirit. Says, yeah, keep the faith. That's what you have to do. You show the truth. That is so true. You have to be able to trust that process, just being able to forgive yourself, because there's a lot of things that is coming up, or a lot of things that I'm facing right now where I still had the ugliness of where I was wishing bad on people and didn't realize it. And I had to ask God to forgive me for that, because you can't keep that hate in your heart if you want anything to come in. And a lot of times we feel like we need to get back at the culprits that has really hurt us, and that makes us them, because that's what they're doing. Whatever they did towards us, we're doing the same thing they're doing. In my situation, my adopted father, his dad died years ago, and he's still holding grudges against him. And and that allowed me to see what kind of influence he had on me about the things he's done to me. And I said, I can't do that. Is I know is if I go to the hospital one more time, they're gonna lock me up. Yeah, they're gonna lock your ass up with your hypochondriac. But yeah. You have to trust the process. Yeah, because you feel like you got everything. They go, oh Lord, here she come, that frequent flyer. She come in one more time. We send her to the upper room, and not to the upper room, but to that one where she's gonna be out with the rest of them folks up there, and they're gonna keep you there for a few days. But yeah, you better be careful. You have to, because it's like it is not easy, and it always depends on what you're dealing with. I feel like if a person has been like, went through SA, the assault with the X on it, you can't say certain words on here. They be ready to dock you. But if you're going through, yeah, that's what it is, a frequent flyer. I've been up to the hospital like, girl, what are you doing here now? What do you feel like you have? No, you're not frozen. Well, now I know, when I seen about 3 or 4 different comments came in, but nobody was saying nothing. I was like, baby, y'all better come in and start commenting and stuff. Yeah, let me know you hear me, But yeah, you're going through all those things. The universe is telling you, don't be heavy on yourself. Don't, create, because a lot of times when we stay worked up and worried about the next step, you done created stress in your life with not even needing to. They're just telling you, trust, be fluid. Allow yourself to trust the process. Trust what's unfolding. If you're allowing yourself to wake up in the morning and being grateful and just giving things, yes, deep in thoughts. If you're giving thanks to God, you see how people's lives is just taking like this and that. And then you're trying to see what positive aspect can I bring into my life today? Like if you're doing affirmations, doing meditations. I always tell people, do the ones for past wounds, allowing yourself to cut cords, because right now we're going through that 19-year loop of all life lessons. So there's going to be a lot of past stuff that's coming up that could have been very detrimental to you, or there are certain things that came up and it was like embarrassing moments in my life. I'm like, I forgot about that. But then I'm allowing myself, hey, I learned that. What's the lesson on that situation? It's telling you to remember that situation. They're not trying to bring it up to you for you to be marinating with that situation and bringing yourself, because a lot of times you keep stuck on that thought of that. You're bringing that same emotion back into honor that situation so you can part ways. And hey, so you tricking me, topics to tell me. And so you say topic, then you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, those are good numbers. And so I'll just watch it. Just watch. That's just watch. That's all you can do. And you have to be able to do that. And I know a lot of times with different situations, because if you're coming into a new vibration you are not used to, that's why I try to tell Vi without even getting into business like that. But when you're new to that foreign vibration, you're on that path, it's something new, it can be very scary for you, especially if you're not used to this type of vibration towards yourself. Because I know I was like this when I first opened up, and I was just a whole half a fit of being crazy. That's how I felt. And even though it wasn't me being crazy, but me just becoming very aware. And I have to tell people that, because a lot of times when you're going through these transitions, it will make you feel like you done lost your whole marbles, like it just spilled out all over the place, and they slipping and dropping all up on everybody. And this is not what it is. That's not the case. It's just the fact is, if you've been living a lie of illusions for so long, you've been oppressed for so long, it's like, yes, you being remindful of the lessons we already learned. Yes, it's like, yes, you fit. Marta, shut up. Nobody, your ass was like, I lost my mind. You be real quick to do that. And so the guides right now are showing us different ways to get at the moment. Pretty much. That's what it is, because it can tell you if you are so focused on getting somebody back or trying to make sure you get justice and revenge and this and that, it's going to show you, okay, let me see you know what you're focusing on right now, and your guide is showing you this is what your life going to turn out to be if this is what you keep carrying on to be. We're trying to allow you to see this. We want you to get here, and you keep fluctuating from here and here, because a lot of us is that we forgot to follow our own advice sometimes. Yes, we have a bad habit of doing that. That's every empath. We can give everybody else their issue on why you're going through this, and when it comes to the point that finger back at us, I'm like, oh, what do I do? Oh my God. I think everything's closing down on me. I think, and we go through that. And that's exactly what you're going through. Your guys didn't get over there. They over there on a smoke break, Marta. They probably taking a little couple of shots there. They probably doing that. Angel, hey, how you doing? I hope all is well. Yeah, but we're all going through those different things where you're dealing with them from, it's like Marta there took a smoke break on your ass. Just shush. That's exactly what they're doing. It's like they have it. But Marta, I'm to play with you, girl. I love you. But yeah, we're all going through that, and your guides are trying to show you, if you take this outlook on your life, they're trying to show you, because a lot of people are like, there you go with that daggone, they're having some kielbasa and vodka. That's nasty. Just think about that. Somebody about to get sick. It's like, is that I'm really, I am really God at giving. Oh, you mean good at people giving advice? It's time. It is. Sure is tiring. It really is. I know what you were trying to say. I was like, you telling me you God, but hell, everybody got God in them, so it's good, But yeah, it's just showing you a deep outlook on your life, where it can go. Because it's like they're really, right now we're like jumping timelines, and there's a lot of people that are not ready to go towards that next step. So they're showing you parallel entities. It's like a Back to the Future type situation with Mcfly and all them. They're trying to show you all these different things. I know you were in my dreams again last night, and the source connects us. Well, I hope it wasn't nothing bad. Somebody tell me I was in a dream. I'm like, oh, damn, what did I do? I'm like, or something I don't even want to know about. It says, why are people not all people, but certain ones are being rude? They are projecting. They're projecting. It's like, it's when we're in our human experience, it's hard for us not to take it personal when it's directed at us, but it has nothing to do with you. It's all about what they don't want to accept. So they push off on the next person that's on there. That's why I was also talking about that as well, talking about the deeper understanding about toxic attachments, codependency. I don't know if you looked at that comment I gave you over that situation you were telling me about, but that kind of reminded me they wanted me to talk about stuff like that, because a lot of times these karmic cycles, this is not here for you to save anybody. And I remember I told you, it was like on a couple of other videos, that person is to help you. That person's here to, Marty McFly, you already know. And then what is that? Weekend at Bernie's. That was like a Weekend at Bernie's. What's that one? What was that one with Matthew Broderick? What was that one back in the day? It went with McFly, and then when they were when they were skipping school and had that big party and they messed up everybody, that expensive car went off on the cliff. It's like, I need help with that, Sarah. Yeah. But yeah, you going through all those, it's like all those mixtures are going in where they're telling you you're placed in these toxic attachments that have heavy on codependency, where you have people just treating you left and right, and you've been feeding into that for so long. This is that time where if you are not honoring yourself and you're not choosing to let go, those situations are going to get worse and worse. Because like that situation that you were telling me about, I was in as well. When people feel like you have no kind of financial support and you're stuck in a situation, they will treat you like hell. Because they know that's how they feed off, when they're pressing that toxicity on them, because they feel like, I'm going to dehumanize you as much as I can possible, because I don't want you going anywhere. Nobody else is going to want to deal with you. Nobody else is wanting to accept you. This is all you want to sit up here and accept. That's the illusion they were set to, make you believe in your life. Okay. Because they don't want to honor themselves by healing, because that's too much. That tells too much truth, and that's certain things people are just having an issue with acknowledging. And that's where your growth is going to come from, because a lot of the situations that you are placed into is telling you to honor yourself. Like, you need to take your power back. You don't need nobody disrespecting you. If they can't give you more than what you deserve, they don't need to be coming at you at all. And you need to be able to take that. Don't feed into it. Because my situation, if you can't talk to me, like, I push portals out of in between my legs. I can sit up here and give souls out to folks. I can soul snatch and soul give. Okay. You gonna talk to me like you got some sense. You can't. Just disconnect. And that's where your strength comes from. And it's not like the fact that you have been weak, but it's just the fact that you became too accustomed to certain situations that they feel like, I'm going to make sure they don't never disconnect, because they know they don't lost their power source. When you take that stuff back, you unplug it, and that's it. And you have to do that. You're unplugging away from your power source, because there are so many people that are dealing with that right now, and you can't go anywhere. You can't call authorities. You can't put restraining order on nobody. They're not going to allow yourself. This is that situation where you're saving yourself. It says, plus financial situations is going to smithereens. It sure is. I had to take time off from my overnight shift. It was too much. Yeah. Bueller's, that's what you're talking about. Thank you, Karen. It's like, all good. I see the same pictures at the same time, and you're on the plane and see over, and my neighbor is in the trailer park, got out, and it's like the sky and the water, and it's like with boats, and it's like last night things were piling up. God dog, I recently had a toxic attachment. Nothing bad, girl. A toxic attachment is bad. It's like, it's just about focusing on myself. Yeah, you have to be anything that is draining you of your peace. You supposed to be around people that you connect with, can bring the best out in you. Wants to see you grow, don't want to see you sad. Bringing all type of positive possibilities into your life, instead of making you want to say, like, look, you keep talking to me, I'm going to be in jail. I ain't trying to have no, hey, this is 5, 4, 6, 3, 2, 1, pot dot 3x. Orange ain't the new black for me. Ain't the new yellow either. You know what I'm saying? And I'm that type of person. If you keep putting me in that corner, I don't like that you waking a bear up out of hibernation. And that's not a good look for you when it comes to me. And I ain't trying to be that way. And go supernova, but source say differently last night. Exactly what you're saying. I heard last night, my dreams, crazy girl. Well, it's true. It's totally true. And it's like, when I didn't know what to do, I was looking for other jobs. I was finding a training program that pays you to become a care aide, and I apply, and they just interviewed me. I'm hoping for new beginnings. You are, and it's just like, everything is going to flow out for you when you allow yourself to put yourself first, because there's a lot of us that are connected to these very toxic attachments, and they're in our life for a purpose. They really are. It's that you got to train folks how to treat you. Yeah, it's just like, if I ask you to do something and you making it feel like I'm pulling teeth or I'm asking for an organ, no problem. But don't think I'm about to go head over heels for you, baby. I'm not going to give you what you give me, because it'll be a shit show. Excuse my language, but I'm serious. It'll be, because I can get ruthless, and I ain't got time. I ain't got energy like that. I ain't trying to conjure that energy up that I don't let go of. It's just about me. If I can't pull you to your peace, to my peace. Hey, Georgina, what's up? I ain't heard from you in a minute. Hello, you said McFly. I'm serious. Hey, McFly, I'm trying to do that. And so here I'm going back to school. Hey, I'm 44. I'm still learning. Ain't no problem. Absolutely, man. It's so good to hear from you, Georgina. I ain't heard from you lately, Miss Aurora. But it's good to hear from y'all. But yeah, you're teaching people how to come correct with you. If they don't know how to come correct, you just have to allow yourself. Something going through some shit. Who haven't? Who everybody going through something. Some stinkier than others in more ways a lot. We all going through it. And I miss you. I miss you too. I truly do. It's good to be able to hear back from my people, though. I've been hearing a lot of folks that I haven't heard from in a long time. And I don't take it personal because I know we all going through stuff. Hey, Floyd, what's up? Why did I say that? It made me feel like, oh, God. It made me think about the movie Shame. Floyd, hey, Floyd. It's like, what's up, my God and goddesses? Yes, what's up? Yeah. But it's just teaching you all these toxic attachments where people want to talk out the side of your neck. It's like it reminds me of that movie Color Purple. Except I ain't trying to be like Celie and Cut Mister. I ain't trying to do that. And it's like Ferris Bueller Day Off. Girl, you late as hell. I was talking about Ferris Bueller a long time ago. I was like, what is that movie? I said that about 30 minutes ago. And Cherry be like, oh, she was like, let me go ahead and tell her. Yep, I thank you. It's like, LOL, cool it, all up. That's good. But you just, when we're going through this, you're honoring yourself. And it's like, I love working with seniors and elderly because they have so much wisdom. They do too. I used to work with them. And I had this one Jewish couple. Actually, I had two. And one, it was like I had to quit because it was so many of my clients that were passing away. And I never really had a chance to interact with my grandparents like that because I lost them. And it was like hard. And it became, it was just like people are like, oh, they're hard to work with. And it was just, you have to understand, a lot of people that kept on saying, oh, she a bitch, excuse my language, but that's what they were saying. She can't work with nobody. And then I come up and they're like, Roslynn, what did you do? I let them speak. You have to understand why certain people are like that. Either they stuck in their old ways and they racist, one of those, or they're one of those people that you have to understand they've been independent their own lives. And now when they can't even take care of themselves or their family or household, that can make anybody bitter. So you have to understand where they're coming from or where that bitterness is coming from. And when I opened up like that, those were like my secondary grandparents, because I used to spoil the heck out of them. They didn't want nobody in their house when they ain't there. If there was packages and stuff, they knew I was at work. Like, hey, Roz, can you come down? They be calling me on my own personal phone, like they ain't supposed to do that. Well, those are my grandparents, so I allow them to do that. So let it do what it do. What you need, baby? What you need me to do? They were like, they laugh. Hey, I need you to bring this package in my house, and just go ahead and lock up and get some sodas and stuff like that. They used to always feed me and stuff like that. And, they both passed away, but it was so hard, So, with you having a job like that, that's good. Especially if you're a person that is very caring towards them, because a lot of times their family just drop them off and stuff like that and just trying to get their check, and just don't even care about them. It's like, yeah, I'm guessing I was on the source who sent the notification I didn't get until you were on at least 8 minutes. It's okay. It's okay. And it was just like, yeah, but yeah, I had something that just whatever y'all we talk about. I don't know, but we used to just talk, but all those different things. But it's just like now they're telling you, the signal messing up, y'all. So apologize. It's the storm or whatever is going on here. The storm going here, so it may go in and out. But you're being right now. They're telling you to honor yourself. Okay, they want you to honor yourself. Stop being hard on yourself. You're dealing with a lot. You done purged out a lot. It's like you going through constant labor pains and you pushing out all these babies and they telling you to sit your butt down and rest. Cool your stuff off down there because you done went through a lot of trauma. Now they just want you to be able to see what, your decisions, your choices is going to lead you. Are you being focused and being open to the insight they're trying to bring to you? Or are you allowing yourself to stay focused on something that you can't change? Hey, Mike, it's all right. We sitting up here chilling. So I'm gonna try to, usually y'all know I stay. If you've been here on my regular chats, I usually try to be here at least about an hour and a half. But since I ain't seen y'all in a while, I'm gonna try to see if I can push it closer to 2 hours or even try to go longer if the universe allow me to do that. But yeah, that's what we're doing. You're honoring yourself. Whatever toxic attachments that you're dealing with right now is telling you to take your power back. you respect yourself and honor yourself. Don't entertain anything that is draining you. Disconnect anything that's draining from you. And if it's like when you're locked and loaded and you can't leave those situations because you're not supposed to leave until you allow yourself to reclaim whatever you put in that situation that took your power away. It's like, I want to ready to go. You tired of dealing with it. And it feel like he about to give you a whole case and a half. Like, look, I got a very, demented mind. Don't let me, let me go through something like that. But this is trying to show you. Allow yourself to honor yourself. Don't entertain what he's doing. If he's sitting up here, he can't talk to you and come correct. You ain't got to entertain that. The worst thing you can do to a toxic person like that is act like they don't exist. When you allowing yourself to not be fazed by anything they say or do or the words they try to inflict on you, that is the worst you can do. I wouldn't even care. You act like I don't exist. Hey, I don't even know you. I'll be going around you like you a fly. I ain't even about to bother with it. Is I deal with a lot of repetitive behavior, being fixated on things. So those are my toxic attachment. That's why it don't feel too bad to me. They say recent to honor. Yeah, that's what everything is going on right now, where it's telling you to honor yourself. A lot of times when we have placed up with a lot of toxicity because we didn't love ourselves, we felt like this is the only thing we're worthy of. And you're a gem. You're a gem. You are a diamond in the rough. They trying to spit shine. And that's what they're doing. And for that to happen, they place you in situations that you can't run from. I'm that type of person. Like, look, if I see that you keep pressing me up against the wall, I'm gone. I ain't got time for that, because I'll start fighting. But it's like now I'm not even that type of vibration where that is too much energy I'm placing in you for you to pull me out of my energy of peace. If you can't come to can't meet me up in my peace, I'll be dag. I'm going to disconnect from that chaos. Allow them to be toxic by themselves. It's like, has anyone been having vibration, weird sensation in the root chakra, like it feels like electrical? Yep. It feels like, like if you stick your hand, like if you slid your feet on the rug and you go touch something and you see that. I've been dealing with that a lot. Yeah. That means you're going through a DNA. What is it? Is regeneration. You're dealing with that. Your DNA is changing totally. That's why number one, that you're going through those body aches. It makes you feel like you've been exercising, like, just really been going, nonstop. You've been going through that. Like when you get up, it's like your hips and everything is like sore, or like you've been sleeping wrong. Because I felt like, yeah, dog, is Casper sitting up here beating me up in the middle of the night? Why am I feeling like this? Because I know lately, I've been trying to stay very, productive. Like last night, I felt good. I turned on music and, it was like my daughter was still here because she usually work at night, or, my ex is gone out, whatever. And, I just put on my music and just blast. But it's like, since she stayed home and it was like storming, I just put my headphones on and was just in my own little world. And it felt so good just to act a fool, act stupid. And just, live throughout the music. I was actually allowing myself to have fun, because everybody been going through so much seriousness. It's like, home is where the love is. Yeah, love is inside yourself. It is. Yeah, it's like, I swear at times my common law husband is like all the abuser in one person. He probably is. And that's that situation where it's telling you, I'm going through a common law situation myself. But it's like, even though it's been very brutal to me, and I've seen this has been going on for me for years, but I never honored myself, importantly with yourself. These situations allowing you to disconnect. And that's where your strength is really being triggered at, when you have to deal with it under your roof. Your strength is really being triggered right now. And it's telling you, take your power back. Stop entertaining the things that they say, even sleep in separate rooms. You want to do that, act stupid with yourself. If you want to start talking crazy, do that to your reflection. Ain't got time for all that. It's like, yes, it's like one time a few weeks ago, I slept for 3 days in a row. Yeah, because you going through that impulsive, conserving energy. I know, right? Often vibe to music through negative emotions. It's like I've been feeling the earth's vibrations, like the rumbling. I even feel it when my bed rumbles. Even my cat jumping up, like, what the heck is that? It's like, yeah, DNA. Guys, yeah, you going through a lot. It says smile while you turn that other cheek. even it's like even them up. Yeah, it is. It's like I want to run. You can't run from that. That's one thing. It's like yeah, I forgot. Floyd, you were supposed to send us an email. You don't start that DNA stuff, DNA again. You didn't tell us what you were talking about. You were like, oh, I'm going to email you so you ain't about to get me up here. I'm blocked out. And you said that. You never sent me that email. Yeah. Is that, yep. It's like, yep, Karen, this is going down the legs too. It is. Because like mine will just like, like it's like, like when you go to sleep and you'll feel your body jump right before that. And it was like, hey, what's up, sis? I caught you again. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, travel far, wide, and sleep. Sometimes it's like I solve more problems while I'm asleep. Yeah, because it's showing you what you're going through in your waking life. And you're getting it in a vivid dream, like different stuff. Like I could be somewhere, I'm partying with different people that I know I ain't gonna never, have a chance of dealing with. It's like you can dial in love, harmony, joy, and all at the same time you can, but it's up to you to do that. When you get to that point, I always try to go by my mom used to tell me about that because she used to go through it with her husband. When you getting tired of going through the stuff that you're getting tired of being disrespected, getting gaslighted, all that, you're going to do accordingly. You're going to move accordingly. A lot of times you won't have to just move without placing your hands. And my mom was like a Medea type vibration. That's the one woman you don't want to mess with. But you have to be able to do it without being violent. Your power is like when you have to start placing your hands on somebody, start cussing them out. Not been like that. A lot of times you just got to just cut that cord, cut that lifeline with them and just do you, boo. Do you. With mine, I don't even associate. If I have something to say, I ask my daughter, hey, can you go forward this to your dad and just leave it at that? Even though that's a childish way of doing it, but it's just like, I don't want to conversate with you like that. And it's not something I want to do, but it's just like, I need my peace. And you with that other vibration that I don't even vibe with no more. So I'm allowing myself to keep peace and I feel better doing that. It's like run like hell. I'm talking about hitting. Oh, I'm not dealing with you. It's like, well, I'm talking about it. See, I ain't trying to go to jail. I ain't trying to do that. It's definitely upgrades in my dreams. Yes, I gotten 3 upgrades lately. Press the like button. Yes, thank y'all. Press the like button because there's like 14 people in here and only 11 likes. Y'all start pressing the buttons. 15 people in here. And I'll be right back. That's fine. Is I'm not like that. I'm no longer angry at nothing. Or when he's being ugly, allow him to be ugly by himself. If you want to be fugly, allow yourself to be the prettiest thing in the room. You ain't got time. I'm too pretty. It's like I'm being too pretty right now. You go be ugly over there. You ain't got time. It's like I'm an RH negative. Me too. So it's just like very weird. But right now you are being challenging through your struggles. I just don't have all that time. Like I want to put my energy on something that's going towards my growth. That is bringing me towards more peaceful things in my life. I don't want to be in a situation where it's dragging me. I've been that way. That's why I love when I can say, ooh, I'm tired because I did videos. I'm interacting with people that are on the same vibe as me. I'm being proactive. I'm being very motivated. I like that type of tired where I know it's because I've been doing a lot, using a lot of my brain where I need to be able to do that. Hey, Annie, thanks for stopping through. Thanks for stopping through his head, but he smashes things like ruining dish. Allow that fool to do that. That's fine. Let him do that. Make sure it's like, hey, why you over there clean that up? Because a lot of times they do that to get a reaction out of you. When you stop allowing yourself to react, they can't do nothing to you. Hey, it's just wanted to let you know that I'm on that my Instagram is messed up and is unfollowing me from accounts, and I don't know. I don't understand either. I don't know. It's just like if I'm on there, it's just to show my stories and share my stuff. I don't be up all on there engaging and stuff like that no more. It says differential expression analysis means taking the normalized recount data, performing statistical or I can't even say that word, analyst to discover quantitative changes in expression. All these different things is going in where you can get no more drama. Mary J. the fullest. Yep. It's like thinking about packing up my new hiking pack and buying a tent and heading up to the mountains. If you want to try it that way, Miss Angel, you can go ahead and try it that way. But a lot of times, universe is not going to allow you to do that because they want you to be able to go through that so you can break that chain. Because there's so many people. I've been one of them where we make excuses because we feel we're at that weekend moment and feeling like, oh, we can change. Then we can't change nobody who don't want to change within themselves. We only can be that one to change that. But, if that works for you, go ahead. But it's just universe. Sometimes I feel like, universe ain't gonna allow you to do that, because it's like they want you to be able to break that cycle. And when you break it, that's going to be permanent. And then when you break that situation, that's when all your stuff going to flourish through into your life that you deserve, because you're breaking that toxic cycle. They want you to not go back to him. They want you to make sure you sever that. You don't get anybody like him or worse than that, because you can get worse, but you get things that are in your vibration for what you deserve. That's nurturing to you, that makes you feel happy, because this situation is bringing out more stress in you than the best in you. And that's what they're wanting you to see through that situation. Until you acknowledge it, the stuff is still going to get bad. It's going to get worse than worse. It unfollowed you, but I didn't. I left a message in your DM. I didn't get it, but I don't know if I didn't get it. But there's a lot of people that I'm not. It's like it's not you. It could be the situation. The fact is, I'm not supposed to have connections with people like that anymore. There's certain people I just can't connect like that anymore. It always gets worse. And Angel, it's gonna get like that until you allow yourself to disconnect. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I got to a situation like that where it was getting to that point where I started having mental funerals. I don't want nobody get me to that point where I'm starting to wish death on you. That's when it's time for you to cut ties, because it gets like that. You see it on news every day where people are just saying, hey, I'm getting hit on. Hey, this is going on. And it's like, yeah, it's like that. It's like my language. Hey, you just speaking your truth. You really are just speaking your truth. But you have to be that person that don't allow him to take you down that road, because that means you have placed all your power in him, and you need to snatch that mess back like the body snatcher. Okay? You really do. You really do. And those are the situations that, you're going to have to be able to change. When you acknowledge that and say, you know what? I deserve better. I'm not going to entertain this. I'm going to do me and you can do you. I'm going to allow myself to heal. I'm going to take my power and I'm gone. When you allow yourself to disconnect from that toxicity, I'm telling you, it's going to be far more better, because I'll be seeing stuff that I know used to be a trigger for me, and I laugh and just keep moving. I don't even allow that mess to affect me anymore. And that's what you have to know. When you want better in your life, you start making better choices. Is that person worth all that? No, they are not. Why is this person like that? Why do you continue to allow that person to affect you like that? That was my issue, because I dealt with it for 20 some years, and I know I had to stop. I still have a place for better too. Yeah, so I'm tired of being abused. Yeah, that you've been going through, and that's the reason why this is it's like a lot of times when we have gone through that, because we have been exposed to that. That is the norm, and for you to break out of that norm is very uncomfortable. But these things, they show you this will continue until you allow yourself to acknowledge what needs to change within you. You already know what needs to change within him, but he don't want to do that. He feels like whatever he went through in life, that is an excuse for him to to reenact that within you. You aren't the person that caused that. His family did. But it's up to you to be able to disconnect. Love yourself enough to let it go. And that's what the true point is. I had to do that. I had to take that love back. Because I was placing love in things that wasn't being reciprocated. But I can say now, I'm blessed because I went through that toxic relationship. I'm so blessed behind that, because it allowed me to love myself. It allowed me to set boundaries up, standards. Like if you trying to, I want to, I don't allow myself to even entertain that. Don't give it no airplay. When you doing that, they're going to try to do something else. But it's just, the fact is, Andrew, you're protected. And a lot of times when you're going through that stuff day by day, it doesn't feel like you are, because you're allowing those things to affect you in that way. When you have to if you have to be in the same house, if you got separate rooms, allow yourself to get into another room. Allow yourself to stay there. Keep your door locked. They can't get in there. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to keep the peace and they trying to disrupt you, trust and believe that's going to come off on them, because it's allowing yourself to know, I'm not entertaining your childish behavior. I'm not entertaining the toxicity you trying to spill out on me because you don't want to go within. You know, you have to be able to make that decision for yourself. And for those situations, that's what's going to make you go to it for yourself, or it's just going to get worse. You know, I'm done this over and over, but there's something that you didn't do right. If you keep doing the same thing over, there's something you didn't do right. Is that you gotta want that for your life. When me, I know what I want to get to. I know what I'm gonna have to sacrifice to get that. And I had to take my power back. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna entertain this. I see you gaslighting me. I'm seeing these little control conversations you trying to do. You know, I don't have any kind of stability in my life. I don't have no families to support me. I don't have none of that. I got me. And I already know I'm protected. Ain't nothing gonna go on with me that is supposed to not happen. If it was gonna happen, it would have happened already. But I'm doing more in my life, and it feels so much peaceful. I truly have. It feels so much peaceful for me. I picked my narcissistic. You picked all this. And there's a lot of times I kick my own self, like, why? I don't want these type of people in my life. Virgos and Libras. Yes, Lord Jesus. And it's like, Angel just got to take a chance no matter what. Even if you have to start over with nothing, choose you. You have to. Those people hurt even more than you helped me. It's just like, you have to understand. It's like people like that will tell you you're weak. This is what you're deserving. You made me do this. All those different ones. Hey, Renee, what's going on? Is that Virgos, Libras don't bring peace? Y'all about these... Y'all are just, I cannot. He was like, it's like, I'm a Virgo, Libra, Renee. I'm toxic. I'm not toxic, sis. Is that Roz? You okay? Yes. He's like, hit me up. I missed the topic. Oh, it's okay. No, I have it in the description box. These are the topics that I'm talking about tonight. Okay. It's like, deeper purpose on toxic karmic cycles that can lead to codependency and toxic attachments. No matter how your surroundings may look, this is a season of ultimate glory. It says, when God guides you towards making the decision to honor yourself, you receive peace afterwards, giving confirmation you are on the right track. And stay kind to yourself, because you're evolving into a version of a person you never been. Yeah, that's what it is. Born in the cusp. Yes. Like, great as well. I'm glad you coming in, sis. I hope all is well. Thank you for stopping through. Thank y'all for giving me the thumbs up. Yeah, it's like I'm doing better, Annie. It was like I had to take a break because, number one, I'm getting new. This is a new experience for me, because now I'm being more fluent on my podcast, and I'm doing more videos on top of doing chats, because before, y'all been with me for a while, I just was pushing out videos. I haven't did live chats in a whole minute. So with me doing that, it was being interactive, and I was purging out so much, but I was also disconnecting from a lot, and I had to be able to step back, because it was like I was being drained, and this spiritual transition was hitting me like crazy, because I know for 2 nights in a row I was congested, head felt like it was about to explode, feeling that heartbeat in my forehead, and I know there was a lot of things I was still dealing with within myself. Yeah, sweetie, I love all of you. We love you too. Angel, it's going to get better. I know how that I'm right in that same boat with you. And it's like I had to it's like what we talk. Why you all be coming in like that little kid? We going all, how all the grown-ups be having some drinks and having all these discussions. Like, hey, what y'all talking about? It's just, we talking about the same thing. It's that Sag, Cap, Cuss, baby. We get it double. Yeah, you do. It's like, y'all chat are good, and I have to say, must be draining. I mean, it's just like, oh yeah, it's like the allergies. Actually, it hasn't been draining since I took my break. So it's actually been good for me. I did 5 videos. This is my actual 6th video. And it's like, I'm a Sag. Ugh. It was like, I was like, my baby daddy is sad, and it's just like, ugh, but it is what it is. It's like, if they can't grow with me, they have to go with me. You already know, it's like Anton 100. Yes, it is. There's a lot of different things. Like right now, it's like with certain people, I just can't talk to anymore. And it's just like, situations like that. I went through it too. Yeah, it's bad. It really is bad, but it's just like it gets so much better. It gives you that freedom, because it's like before I was so strongly attached to that situation where everything that was happening, this is what I had to go through. You have to understand, God is cruel to be kind. And a lot of times he will put that heaviness on your life because he know you wouldn't move if he didn't. And this is supposed to be better for you. And there's so many people I know that experience that toxicity. You're in toxic relationships, even toxic relationships with yourself, because that's when you know there's change need to take place. And it will get worse until you allow yourself to say enough is enough. I gotta love me more. I can say I love me all day, but them actions on what I choose to accept for what I entertain with people that are not giving me it's not being reciprocated. When you start cutting off ties, it could be with people you really truly care about. But when God tell me it's time to go, I'm going. I'm not gonna ask no questions. God's like, hey, your expiration with that person already expired. You have to go. All right. And it may make me feel bad, but it's like when I'm gonna honor what God say, but what you feel, like Roslynn, this messed up. We've been friends and this and this and that. I gotta do what God tell me to do. I'm not gonna ask him. I'm not gonna question him. I gotta do it. Yeah, it's like you gotta take your KI for allergies and natural remedy for allergies. It's hateful, but I know mine. This is not allergies. This is like spiritual. You know what I'm saying? This is like, I feel a lot better because I've been sleeping a lot more. And it's like, you badass, huh? It's like, hey, I'm trying. I'm a trooper. I try. I may not have my Power Ranger suit on all the time, but a sister tried. It's like all that health food. Yeah, it's been like that with me. But it's like I've been meditating a lot. I've been talking to my family. Even I felt better because there was a lot of things that is projecting on me that I placed my mom through. And I felt like, what can I say? She's already passed over. But it's just the fact is I have that gift that I strongly connect with the spiritual realm. So it made me feel so good when I was telling my mom, I apologize for everything that I put you through. I don't want to sit up here and place blame on her ex-husband because he made me look at her that way, because I actually had a choice. But even though he manipulated it in his own way, I still own my part to it. It's like when the last full moon, girl, please, I thought my whole head was about to spin around and I was about to talk in another language. That has happened before, not the spin around thing. But I've been talking in different languages, to be Aramaic, all that other junk. Is that Lauren? It's like night taking hold. It's like love and making me be them. Never, I will die first. And it's like, do spirits talk back to you all the time? And it's just like I choose not to share about that because a lot of times they, universe don't want me to share stuff like that. But there's people on here that I've connected with, and they know that mess comes heavy because their family comes to me and they tell me different things to tell that person. Hey, let them know, because there's a lot of people that are passed. You know what I'm saying? So they know what their family is going through. I may not know, but they're wanting me to tell them that. So I have a lot of times, they talk to me heavy, especially if I'm conversing with them, And Marta heard that song twice today. That Sunshine, that song, I heard that twice today. And I thought about you. And it's like I've turned the other cheek so much in my life. I think my face is, oh God, dog. I hope it wasn't like what is it? The He'll Have Eyes type situation. I feel overwhelmed about it because so that's how you figured me out. Vi, I thought you were catching on. I said, well, I'm not gonna tell you, what I'm talking about, but yeah, your family allows me to know that. So yeah. Yeah, it's like different families comes to me, and it's just like a lot of times with us being empaths, it's hard for us to trust people because of our situations. And a lot of people that are connected with me here is because of their families that passed over. Say, hey, I need you to go talk to her. You know, she's gonna help you. You can trust her, and I'm gonna show you how you can trust her. Because there's so many different things I've told people that is very freaky to me, but it's also with, you know, Marta's situation. It was very emotional because it was a lot of fresh stuff that was going on, but just to be able to give that blessed, I mean, that really, I can really relate to what she's going through. So it felt good for me to be able to connect with her and do that. Yep, that's what I'm going through right now with my common law partner. Needed to get away. Yeah, you're going through that heaviness where it can get very heavy. It can get very toxic. And it's going to be that time. I used to be that person like, I'll fight you. You know, I don't got time. I'm a thug. I can fight a female and a dude and don't have no problem with it. But it's just like, when you dealing with so much stuff, like especially when you don't open up and found out about your empathism, that can be very dangerous. You unlocking powers that you didn't know you had before, and I don't want to do that because I did it before. Not a good thing. It's like I feel I don't feel energy, so I'm always needing mentors. Yeah, but a lot of times you don't realize why you are like a key component, just like Miss Angel here. You are a key component. And your anxiety comes from a lot of things that is gravitating towards you because you're very powerful. You know, you may feel like, oh, I don't understand this. But it's like that anxiety of the unknown is getting you like that. Because you are a very powerful person. That's why I was like, ooh, okay, we got to go to straight text mode because you got a lot of energy that my body can't handle right now. I hate the energy transfer I'm putting on you guys. I'm not feeling nothing that y'all give me. Look, that meditation music is you keeping your own and I'm keeping mine. I already made sure I said my prayers and I block my shields up real quick because I know how that mess make me feel. Stay calm is better. Yes, it is. I'm damn. It's like real. It's like, oh Lord, I know Mike gonna say something crazy. It makes me feel guilty doing it to you. You ain't doing nothing to me, Miss Angel. We just all helping each other out. We all been through this. It's like give everyone enough rope to hang themselves. You know what? Because I accept them to fuck. You know what? Mike, I'm so done with you. I'm not saying that. I'm not giving nobody to hang that. If they hang themselves, that's all on them. You know what I'm saying? Especially with those people that you're attached to, they are doing that. They're playing hangman with themselves because right now, everybody's getting that vibration like, hey, you need to go within. You need to heal. You need to detach. You need to come into acceptance and keep it moving. But you are causing your own wars by what you choose to reflect on other people and don't know that's damaging to you. But when you cut that off and you decide, look, let me move in my right direction for me. You can't stop your flow because somebody else want to stay that way. And then they'll try to, when they sit up here and see you trying to move, they'll try to sabotage everything you want to do. And they will do that. They know you're guilty. They know what your guilt trips are. They know what your weaknesses are. They know what you want to do. And when you know you want better and you decide to put your foot down, like, look, I deserve better. I need peace in my life. It's like a war zone. I feel like I'm in Chirac all the time with you. I can't do that. This is for me. You know, I got better things to do with my life. And it ain't got nothing to do with me trying to convince you about what you got stuck in your head. Stop projecting. There's a lot of people that's doing that right now. It's like, it makes me feel guilty. And it's like, I just got to do that song in my head. Yeah. Joy and pain, sunshine and rain. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about joy? Pump it up and rain. Are you talking about that song, the rap song from back in the day? I hope that's not what you're talking about. That was like raw bass. He was like, I'll give everyone, I'm not even reading that. Yeah, Heyokas transmute darkness easy. No worries, sister. It's like I do transmute the energy. God dog, y'all writing all fast. Is I let it flow like a river. Yeah, doesn't burn kind of. You right. It's like do your things when you ready to. No need to feel guilt. Do your thing. That's what you have to do. It's like we're all soul family. We are all here have to learn a lesson. That's what we're doing. We have to learn to love, compassion, regardless what others do, and to do it. We'll get rid of him. I was like, I will get rid of him. And the Lord, please just don't catch a case, Miss Angel. I don't want to hear about you on current affairs. They ain't trying to do that. I'm like, oh, damn. She was just like, no, I told her not to do that. But I'm just playing. It ain't funny. I knew that's what you were doing because I heard pump it up, and rain, sunshine, and rain. In your children. Y'all gonna have me going back to the 80s. What are you doing? I miss those type days too. Now it's like Rump Shaker and WAP and all that junk. I ain't got time. No, the rap song. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like we need to send me the right person or the situation. Miss Angel, you right in the right place because you see a lot of us women here. I ain't talking about Mike's crazy ass, but all these women in here that had this vibe, baby. I had that situation. So it's not like you're alone on that situation. We're all exactly where you want to be. You have to be able to allow yourself to put that best foot forward. When you know you're tired of what you're getting, you got to change what you're giving. Disconnect, cut that umbilical cord and keep it moving. Do what's best for you. MC Hammer, we ain't touching this. No pun intended. I ain't touching that. It's like, no. It's like I have to defend myself. You have to do by you. I hope I don't. Yeah, don't do that because it's premeditating. I don't want to know all that. You don't do that. It's not even about killing them because you see, no. That's not what you're supposed to do. You need to cut that. When you silence him and act like he's non-existent, it's going to be like a temper tantrum. You know how when them kids, you take them to the store and they want that little Tonka truck or they want that little Barbie. Oh, be quiet. If you ain't going to give me this, can you please get it for me? Hell, you going to be quiet any daggone way. Shut the hell up. I told you not to come in this store begging for anything. When you want to do that temperamental stuff, I would tear your butt up in the store. That's what my parents would do. You don't even care about because nowadays you hit your kid, you about to go to jail, but you want to catch it today. That's what you're going to have to do. They do what they do to get your attention. When you take that attention away, they can't. That takes you pulling the plug without pulling the plug literally. Don't put yourself in a situation where I don't want to cover your story. I really don't. I'm serious. I'm done. I'm serious too. That man ain't worth all that to you. He already killing himself. You just stand out the way. Let him do what he do. Stop allowing him to stop your process of progress. That's what you're doing because you're allowing him to take you out of your character. You need to bring that character and play it right. You're the best supporting actress of your nominating movie. You got the Oscar. You got to play your actor right. Everybody got a part. You have to understand that. Everybody got to play a part. And a lot of times you have to be able to receive your power through traumatic experiences. Trust me. And you keep on, Marta, if you don't stop talking about that damn raw bass. Like you talking about that damn raw bass. Everybody got that character in playing the movie. We all Marvel comics. I don't know about you. I'm Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? Without actually doing a Black Widow situation. No, I'm Storm because Black Widow be killing all her husbands. I ain't trying to go all that route. But I'm just saying. You're the best supporting actress out of this. This ain't about you killing him. This is about you killing that relationship, killing that connection. That's what that was supposed to be. Trust me, and I had different ones when I've seen what I had to go through where somebody was really laughing and thought it was funny. I'm like, you don't know what I am capable of doing. And I had to really back up. Because I'll be damned. I'm not trying to be in nobody's crossbar hotels where they tell me when I got to eat, lights on, lights off. I got to smell everybody's butt and all what they digesting. I ain't trying to go through all that. And you need to not go through that either. You need to just cut that conversation with him. Keep it short. And where I'm in the South, keep it short. You don't need to be doing all that. You know, going through all that. Y'all just, let me see what y'all saying. I ain't even paying attention. I have to defend myself. Okay, I ain't going through that one again. I'm serious. Oh, yeah, I ain't going through that one either. And Marta, I hear you singing that song in my head. Didn't I tell you? It's like, I'm tired of you. It's like, you don't fight him. You need to not give him that react. That's what I was saying. It's like, can I trick him somehow? No. You know, you said it with a deadbolt to the door. You go, if you got a 2-bedroom place, wherever you at, you go in that other room. The only time you need to be going out if you don't have a bathroom in your room is when you go into the bathroom, you taking a shower, you brushing your teeth, you got to go pee, or do whatever else you got to do in the bathroom. Take your butt back to the room, get you something to eat, go back in there, keep your door locked. You know, if you try to do that, and if you want to act ignorant and try to start kicking doors down, call the po-pos on them. Because it's like, look, I'm trying to stay in my own space, and you keep it calm, cool, collective like a fan, and he acting irritable, he gonna get his own self locked up. Don't allow that man to trigger you. You right at the brink of what's supposed to happen. And it's not the way you think it's going to happen, because right there, that's you thinking where you tired of being tired. And that's where a lot of abuse type people go through, where they start killing people off. And I've been like that, especially where I live at. I say it just seems like y'all ain't going to do nothing about unless one of us in a body bag. And I ain't going to be that one in a body bag. I guarantee you that. You know, and I say that real quick. This fool about to get hauled up out of here, dead and stinking. I'm not about to do that. And that's what you need to not do either. You need to cut that cord off. When you are pulling that cord and not paying attention to that fool, he gonna have to entertain himself. That energy gotta go somewhere else. Exactly. It's like see people projecting their flaws on even me, and people not in the same state. Yeah, they do that real quick. As I love the Black Widow and the jump fit. Lord Jesus. Okay, I know I gotta be. I can't be telling you stuff. He's like, yeah, Black Widow. No, because there's too many of them Black Widows where they've been killing folks for insurance money and all that junk. Miss Angel, don't do no mess like that. Don't do that. He's like, come back from the light, Carol Ann. Come back from the light. Don't do as Cletus. Don't do that. Octopus have been 6 arms, 2 legs, and they are not killing. You know, they are not killing. Girl, speak the truth. I'm being serious. You got to be your own supporting actress. Sometimes you get into this situation. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I was living there, except when you had no damn mansion, because you wouldn't have been kicking me out my house. I'm like, Medea, you can kick me out of half of this house, but you ain't kicking me out the whole one. You know, because whatever, when you allowing yourself to be in your positive frame of mind, being in your peace, and they acting a fool, who you think God gonna come after? Because karma already set in stone for both of y'all. Your karma is like when you know you deserve better, but you ain't taking the initial actions. They gonna allow that person to keep dogging you until you get that power to let them go. That's your karma, because they got something good for you, but you are not allowing those processes to happen, because you allow him to affect what your movements are. You need to allow him to affect you by sitting up here saying, you know what? This ain't getting any better. It is not. You know, it's like great movie. It's like great movie. It's like, I'm serious. It's like Medea, when I'm telling you, this man he did everything up to a son. This girl was having miscarriages left and right. He done got this old whole side chick pregnant. Okay, moved her up in the house, and she was the one who helped him, you know, build up his lawyer, you know, his lawyer, whatever, his financial stuff. And he put her out. Then all of a sudden, he was sitting up here dealing with a drug dealer, and the dude couldn't get him off. And this was his issue. You thought, you know, a lawyer can only do so much with you, you know, and he got shot. Who had to be the one to take care of him? The wife that he kicked out the house. He didn't even want her having no money, telling her she couldn't have a dime. But the heifer he done had a baby with took all his money and left him. And then she made him sit up in there in his own filth for days. Like, oh, you stink. You know, it's just like she beating the hell out of him because she angry. And then she had to come to that point where if you want to have a good life, let that anger go. You have every right to be mad, but that anger ain't going to get you anywhere except in a place you don't want to be. And that's what you have to do. And that's with me. I've seen a lot of things where I could have been fighting him for the old good and the new. For what? It ain't going to do nothing. When it comes to a narcissist, as long as you give him that energy, it don't matter if it's negative or positive. It's still that you got them out. You got the name and your thoughts of them in your mouth like it is something to drink. And they love that. They love that type of attention. They don't care. You could be sitting up here cursing his whole family line, talking about his mama jokes and all that other junk. He ain't gonna care, because that's the fact is you giving him that attention, and that's what he's seeing. But when you allowing him to say, I'm not pressed or even bothered by the things you do, start stepping over him, or even when he say something out of turn, you ain't even got to respond to that, because that is not in my thought process. You are not speaking my spiritual language. Oh, you talking to me? Even when they act calm. Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me. You acting like you talk like you got some sense. So I didn't think you were talking to me. You can be the only one two in the house. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, were you saying something? When you're doing that, they make them mad because they act like kids. They don't like that because you're not giving them attention. But this is what you got to do for you. You need that peace. Okay. You need that peace. You got your power, but you allowed it to go to that daggone trout mouth heathen you got living in that house with you. And you got to snatch that mess back like the daggone, like a Mortal Kombat movie. Get over here. Toasted. You need to get it back. You need to get it back. That's what you really need to do. And those are the things you really need to have. Yes, is this all you need to have in your life? These are the things that all those are fuckers. It's like, yeah, energy vampires. Yes, they are. It's like it's like not with the shattered jaw. Yes, I did. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. So whether the person is positive or not bring them that much attention. If it's bringing you something to where, sometimes people want to say, oh, when they're correcting you and they want to act like they're just beneath you. Oh, I'm just joking. No, because it's like, if I want to joke, I can rip your whole life apart just within one whole sentence. I ain't got time, because that's not joking. It's you trying to poke. People do that. You know what I'm saying? And they will tell you how weak you are, but this is how they feel about themselves. Those people are getting energy off of people's suffering, off of people's sadness. That's the weakest link. You at the top of the food chain, baby. You got to know where you're at. And you are. And it took me a minute to be able to know I'm the top of the food chain. I'm not going down to your chaos, but if you can't come to my peace, we ain't even in the same atmosphere where we could be staying in the same room, and we still ain't on the same frequency. And you have to be able to allow him to know that. And so it's just like, if you've been dealing with this for so long, you already know what he's predictable on doing. You got to play it better. That's what you need to do. Because when you act like you're not bothered, like he could be saying anything he wants to you and just that irritates the hell out of somebody, where you just smiling, even though you want to beat the holy hell out of him. Let God do that. They already planned, what was it? Is it a T? No. Keep on adding towards that road. Is it a U? I want to get a vowel, possible too. And they still ain't adding it up. And it could be the actual, the name, the word is heaven. But you don't realize this is that game that God placed you in, because he wants you to take your power. Claim what is yours back. Don't give it to him. He ain't even got his own. He letting his toxicity run him. He don't even own his own life. His pain do. Don't allow yourself to be in that situation. Allow him to be in that with himself. You got your strength. You got your love. You got your ancestors. You the power of 3. And I told you, there's going to be somebody that's going to help you gain your strength. And this is what it is. And I thought it was something, this is magical. I didn't know this is what I was telling you that last time we talked about that. But this situation is making you claim what you forgot. It was like Roswell said, I don't do it loudly or with anger. You ain't got to. When you act cool as a fan, that's even more scary. When you don't put the emotions in on what they pushing you. Because when you loud and you bout it, like I will straight cut you. That lets them know, oh, I done poked the nerve. Let me keep on going. But when you like, and they ask you something, and you heard them, but just zone out. Oh, dad, you talking, man, I'm sorry. And that'll irritate somebody, because they know you're not entertaining them. You are not on that same thought process. When you are you don't gotta get loud, because folks like that, when you get loud, they know that you done got pissed off. When a person knows, when you keep calm, you become the most dangerous person in the room. With me, I tell people, get scared when they hear people all rah, rah, rah. They were like, Roslynn, you ain't scared? Heck no. Why? The loudest person in the room is the weakest person in the room. The ones you need to worry about is the ones who's casing the place. They're staying quiet. Those are the ones that forgive you easily. Those are the ones you got to worry about. It's like guys, it's like wisdom. Guys are demons. Spirit guides are demons, devils. Y'all women need to repent. Boy, if you don't get the hell off of my stuff, go on about your business, baby. Because you just got blocked. I ain't got time for all that. You ain't even on my if you ain't on this channel, come correct, don't come at all. It's like we got a call from the PO parole officer just a bit ago, and he told me not to add to his oh, so he got a probation officer? Is that what you telling me? That's what you telling me? Because girl, that you just telling me all of that. Oh Lord. Do you realize you got the upper hand right now? When you said that, I made him call me 3 times while his PO officer was there on the phone, then slowly walked out to help him with his crap. No, don't help him with nothing. Because right there, when you say he got a PO, allow yourself to come unbothered. But make sure you videotaping everything. Because I'm guaranteeing you, this can play all in your hands. Then you just said it. It's like, yeah. He's like, yes, for strangling. He's like, yes, for strangling. Oh Lord. It's like, I wish I had a record. He's like, record. This is what I'm telling you. Okay. He got a parole officer. You only can get in too many daggone situations till they send your butt to jail. And it just depends on what he on parole for. You can play that in your favor. I'm gonna let you just do it from there. Allow yourself to become unbothered. Because when he start acting a fool and cops are being called to your house, parole officer got to get notified. Okay? Allow yourself to stay unbothered. That's all you need to do. Because right there, parole officer, you got to be on your a probation. Yeah, parole officer is probably pretty good, but it depends on what you call a charge for, you know. But it's you can play that, Miss Angel. You got the ball in your court, baby. You really do. And it's just the fact is, because if you ain't got no issues or whatever, you ain't got to, manipulate no situations, allow it to unfold the way it is, but disconnect. I guarantee you that this situation can play all in your favor if you allow it to. It's like, yeah, he should, oh, Lord Jesus, he wouldn't have been breathing after. See, let me stop. It's like, because you put your hands on me, I'm like, go to sleep. Like I said the other day, there was some woman the other day when I said I stood up and clapped for this lady. She found out this man done sat up here and touched one of her kids. She waited till that fool was gone to sleep, put her some sugar water and boiled it to the hottest capacity and dumped it all over him. You know, they put that woman in jail. They put that woman in jail, but everybody said, let me care. Can we send her a care package? I would have did the same thing. Yeah, it's like, girl, do a videotape on it. You need to. You need to, because it's like the fact is you can play this in your own favor. Like when he acting a fool, you like, why are you acting up like this? I really don't understand why. Can we just talk cordial? And when he getting hyped up like that, you need to keep a recorder with you, because if you got a cell phone, you got voice. You can get voice recorder app on your phone where you can record everything. You know, when you see things is about to hit the fan, or you got those type of POs where they come visit your house. Or if it comes to that point, even when he act a fool, call you everything out your name, don't come. Stay cool. Stay cool. That's all you got to do. Because the more you act calm, the more he gonna act the fool. And if the cops got to keep coming out too many times, and even when the cops come out, and you still stay copacetic, and he then I'm like, why are you acting like that? You've been acting like this for a while, And when you act that way, he gonna fall on his face. Hey Kelly, good to hear from you. I ain't heard from you in a while. It's like, yeah, I have 2 phones and a laptop. Keep that mess running, Miss Angel. This is when you told me this is all you need to know. Stay cool. Allow him to act a fool, but let him act a fool by himself. When you stay calm, and you stay calm this whole time, but you make sure, like, if you got your laptop with a camera on it, and you keep recording, especially when you feel like that trigger about to happen, and you are empath, so you already know when he riled up, press record and let it just play. And make sure you got your 2 possible backups. It's like you playing spades. You got 5 books, but you gonna say you got a possible 2. It's like, that's what you need to do. That is what you need to do. Keep preaching. I was like, you preaching to the choir. Hey, I'm just saying, I've been there. I've done that. you know, because there's times it's like, you know, that trigger be coming, I'll let that trigger just fly. Like, baby, I'll go ahead, I'll save your ass. I ain't got time. And go ahead and say a prayer for you on top of that. I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna keep it moving. That's when you know you're taking your power back, when you are not allowing yourself to be affected by that childish foolishness. And that's what you need to do. Because you know, when you want peace in your life, you're going to move accordingly. When you want that in your life, I'm telling you, you ain't got time to react to all that, because that means you stooping down to his level. And anything you tend to react to, you are honoring that fact for that energy to come into your life. When you're like, oh, no, it's like, well, yeah. You ain't even got to say that. Just, close the door, lock it. You ain't got to do nothing. Just keep it moving. You don't mind. I'll keep mine locked. You can say it from out the door. Even when you mad, be mad by yourself. I'll give you a cape. You can be super mad. You can be big mad. I'm happy. I ain't gonna argue. You mad? Okay, leave me alone. That's what you gotta be. When you act cool like that, I swear, stop. Stop in a crisis. I'm telling you, you have to just like close the door. Don't even allow yourself to enter that. That's where your games begin. Even when you want to preach the holy hell out of him, keep peace, but want to beat the hell out of him, keep your peace and see how much that works. And when you have done it so much, that's going to piss him off, because he ain't able to pull you out like that. That's when the kids really come out. They're already immature anyway. Oh, well, if you want, how we can do tit for tat all day, I'm good for that. I got that game. But when you start playing that quiet game, and they notice, even when they want you to feed into that ego, and you know your ego is, there ain't no ego there, so I don't need you feeling my attention. I'm good. Yours is starving. Go find somebody else, because I'm not about to entertain that. I'm going to close the door on his damn head. Oh, don't do that. See, now there you go. You can't do that. Don't close it in his face. Don't wait until the head's attached to it. Then you're going to go to jail. You don't need to do that. He about to get his own self put in jail just by the actions he's proven. And you don't need to be following suit for that. You don't. It's like, Superman. No, you didn't. It's like, I swear, stop the time crisis. It's like, I like adrenaline. Stay cool. No. It's like, nice to meet. It's nice to see you. I keep missing your lives. It's okay. Like the other day when I did it, Kelly, I was not feeling well, so I had to cut it short. That was like the record time for me. It was like 30 minutes. I couldn't deal with it no more. It's like I couldn't talk. I was steady getting clogged up with my sinuses. Head felt like it was about to explode. All that different stuff. But yeah. But it's just like, calm is your key. It is. It's that you shall not permit. It was like, I'm a wisdom sorceress to live. I mean, I don't mind Wisdom Blue. I don't mind you talking, but please make sure you come correct in here, because you start disrespecting and trolling, I will block you so quick. I promise you. I ain't got time. It's like, once you slam the door on boy's head and it's lockable because he called my sister. Oh, Lord. Mike. I'm like, Mike, I got time. I slam boys. No, I'm not. No, we ain't gonna do that. But yeah, you have to be able to know how to play the game and play it very well. Like with me, I know I done been there, done that. Because when they, certain situations, they'll try to bring me out the box, and then when the police come and I'm the one who's very agitated, who they gonna take to jail first? Me? No. Because I'll be ready to box on all that. If I'm going to jail, I'm going to make sure I'm going to give you a reason to put me in jail. I ain't got time. I'm playing with that piece. I play with my piece very well. I ain't got time to be entertaining nothing. Wisdom Blue needs to go into like troll alert. Yeah, it was like, I blocked whatever you said before, talking about repent, spirit guides of the devil. I don't know what guides you got, but mine ain't the devil. That dude, I'm almost sit up here and call a racist word. But that fool ain't even, he's scared of me. So he got a restraining order against me. I don't deal with devils. I see my own mother is like him. You know what? But this is what you're used to. You have to, everybody who has been placed in toxic type vibrations is you that they chose. And I already told you, you're the chosen one. You're the power of 3. You are that pinnacle. And you have it. You just have to recognize it. Because I feel it within you, and I don't even physically know you. I know you spiritually very well. And people that know me on here, and I'm sitting up here calling the card what it is. A spade is a spade. A spade is a spade. You have that power in you. And then this situation is trying to reflect that within you. You ain't got to stoop low to that level. Because when you do that, you putting harm on him. That means you're accepting that type of level of toxicity. You ain't on that level. Don't go back to it. I'm like, I don't speak that language. I don't speak it. I'm just like, you can say whatever you want, but I don't speak it. That's not on my thought process. I just don't have time. You just keep it moving. Because that's where your power is going to roll at. Because it's like when he knows your trigger, you have to be able to step out that box and show him. You can show him better than you can tell him. And a lot of times, just not even communication. Because it's like, I know it was this thing that I read up on talking about how when people do karma on you, when they're treating you bad, they're not treating you more than they're treating themselves. And they said, don't even worry about trying to get people back like that. Let karma take its place. God can do a worse actions. God can do far more than you could ever do. That's not your point on doing. It's just your point on taking your power back. Allow yourself to respect yourself, to not allow that fool to take you out of your peace. That's what it's trying to teach you. And you have to learn and move accordingly, sis. That's what you got to do. You ain't got to lay hands. You ain't got to be cussing him out. He's already a walking punishment within himself. You can't do nothing else. You're already torturing himself because he's doing it to other people. Y'all freaking love being alone. You do, but it's just like, you don't have to be that way. It's just, you've gone through this, and this is going to be that turning point for you. And I told you that. I said, y'all going to go through a situation. And you remember I told you that. I can't remember what video that was, and I might need to go back and look. But I told you, this, whatever you and that person's situation is, it's going to bring some insight to you. Now, since you're telling me what was going on, and I told you exactly what was going to go on, but I didn't know it was that type of situation. I said, oh, okay, this is that situation where you're taking your power back. This is that situation. You need a way to make it. The money is not going to save that. That's what they're trying to tell you. I don't need no wisdom blue. I'm done with you, Marta. But it's serious. It's hard being in a relationship with a narcissist. It's like, Angel, but you will get better after you leave the narc. It will, but it's just like, those are the situations, Cherry, where there's no money is going to come in because they know you're trying to run. These are the things you need to face, disconnect, and say peace. I'm gone. And it ain't about you leaving, because when you disconnect from that, they want to make sure you don't go into a weakness, because a lot of times with them narcissists, oh, I've changed, I will kill myself if you don't come back to me. I'm like, well, I need to send the flowers at, because I ain't going. I'll say a prayer for your family. I'll go light a candle. You Catholic, so I'll go ahead and hit that up for you. I'll do that. I'm like, hell, next time you say you're going to threaten to do that, just go ahead and do it. Put us all out our peace. And then now it will be a happy day for me. I've been in situations like that where they throw, oh my God, my life ain't nothing without you. Hell, it wasn't nothing with me in it. There wasn't nothing. It's like, that shit pulls. And it's like that. Yes, it does. And this is that situation. You never find nobody like me. That was the whole damn point. I don't need nobody like you. That was a blessing for me to have you, so I can know I can go far more opposite. I don't want nobody like you. I don't even want. No. I got a narcissistic regurgitation, and that mess is very sensitive. I ain't trying to go back in that road. These are the situations I'm glad I went through. This is going to be that blessing in disguise for you, Miss Angel. I promise you. It's been a blessing in disguise. Oh, boy, if you don't get the hell off, look, this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to block your whole ass out of my video. You ain't, no, I'm not. I promise you I'm not. I'm talking about this ain't scripture. Heck no, this is called Raza book. Okay, live and learn today, damn it. This is my daggone channel. I'll say what the heck I want to say. I reported. And I just gonna kick them out. I ain't got time. I ain't even got time. I don't know who he is. He can be blue. His ass can be purple, red, yellow. I don't have time. All you doing is trolling. It ain't gonna make me stop. I'm gonna still be here. I understand that, Angel, but the only way to find peace is to go no contact. That's what it is. But it's like, Cherry, she can't leave. That's the whole point. When you're in a karmic cycle like that, you can't leave. This is where you take your power back for God to be able to disconnect. That's what's happening. That's what you need to do. That's the only way it's going to happen. I tried that. And, you know, God cut off all resources to make sure that didn't happen. Because I said, oh, I already see I'm about to bust your head to the white meat. I'm ready to go. God, no, I lay hands in a minute. I don't care. I'm one of them ones that black out. You got to tell me what I did. And that can get very vicious when it comes to me. And ain't nothing about being bragging and not like that. I just don't like that part of me coming out. But that's what you're in a karmic cycle. And that's exactly what a karmic cycle is. You have to figure out what that lesson is, because you're going to keep repeating that cycle over and over and over again. And the more it gets repetitive, the worse it gets. And the worse it gets, the more detrimental it's going to get for your mind, your energy, your vibration. And that's where they're telling you, you need to cut that umbilical cord off. Take your power back. Even with you in the same house, you ain't got to have contact with him. And it's like he isn't aware what we are aware of God. He's not trying to, because I'm telling you, when you deal with people like that, Timberwood, hey, it's like, so happy I caught you live. Oh, hey, boo, I appreciate you coming in. I'm like, dang, okay, I'll sit up here going off on that boy Blue, little boy Blue, whatever his name is. It's like, he preaching the Bible helps everything. It is. I mean, it's just like, I don't read the Bible, but I don't knock anybody else that does. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is with everybody. I feel like it's a man-made book, because there's a lot of things I remember from that era. There are a lot of things they're not covering, or they're not admitting, or they're not acknowledging. Now, but anybody else that reads the book, I don't judge. You know what I'm saying? I just don't judge. But it's just like, God is putting you, we're all going through a service of tests of where certain things in our bloodline has to end. It didn't begin with us, but it's ending with us. We can't allow that to still go on. I love you too. I love you too. I've got scares from the last scars. Oh, okay. From last asshole and I ran from it to be homeless. This ain't that situation. Has some good things though. I'm not saying it doesn't vibe. I'm not saying that. The Bible says not everyone says God will enter in the kingdom. Facts, the wisdom. This is girl. He blocked. I blocked him out. He said, I blocked him. I already said, you are not about, we are all having a good conversation. Even though it's like a negative thing, this is something that's positive. I don't need nobody blowing nothing up my butt like that. I'm like, boy, go play with somebody else. I ain't got time. Go troll somebody else. You know, that was one of the main reasons why I stopped doing chats. But I'm like, I'm way past that now. Because then all I got to do is just, I'm like Chris Brown, post and delete. Block and delete. That's all I got to do with you. And you ain't got to come back in. That's the whole point. But yeah, these are those things where we're all learning in our own ways. And a lot of times there's a lot of positivity you can grow from, but a lot of times for you to get that deeper understanding, it has to be something very toxic, very trying, detrimental to your life for you to understand. Remember who you are. Stop getting in your feelings and remind yourself of who you are. Okay? Because that dude you mess with, you more stronger than him because you facing your wounds. That mess is not easy. That is not easy whatsoever. It's like, I don't put my basic on the Bible, though. I understand. No, baby, I'm not going against that. I don't want you feeling like I'm going against you on that. I don't judge nobody. I know from the things I read, from me remembering those days, I just allow people to set whatever they want to set. With me, I'm good. I'm good. It's like, but it's like I call God Papa because I'm not sure who wrote. Okay, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of man-made things that they want to project towards you about what God was, about what the things he did, about what happened and what didn't happen, about what certain things. I don't want y'all knowing that. I'm going to put it down how I want to put it down. Yeah. It's like, I like to know if everyone here is a Heyoka and why are we not at peace? I mean, I'm at peace. I'm good. It's like you came into a conversation where there was somebody already trolling, and it was trolling and it was disrupting everybody. So I had to block that. But we're just trying to help a person they're struggling to get through something, to get towards their peace. It is. It's like we'll get triggered and lay hand. You know what, Cher? I ain't got time to be laying no hands. I'll just block your butt and keep on moving. And I'ma still be Gucci. I don't care. I opened the Old Testament. Oh, I thought you about to say you about to open the whole Testament and beat the holy hell out of them. I'm like, no, don't do that. It's like where it opens when it needs it. It's always perfect. Yeah, I mean, like I said, everybody has their opinion on where they get their insight from. I don't, discredit anybody on if they want to read the Bible. That's not where I'm at. It's like, Tim, you ain't no sorry, boo. You ain't got to say sorry. You like, we ain't all in war, I'd rather just talk on topics, how can I help you, help me, help you? That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep peace. I know where you coming from, Miss Angel. I truly understand, because I've been there where I don't split wigs because I got tired of people doing that, and I end up paying for it because I allowed somebody to take me out of my peace. I ain't got time for that anymore. I just don't. But it's like when I see my situation, and I can tell you it was very toxic. It was very brutal. There's times I had to cry because I knew I was going to come out of pocket in a big way. But I said, I'm not going to allow myself to do that. I'd rather sit in my room, be at peace. You can go ahead and think you messing with me all you want to. And I'll keep my mouth shut. People, they tend to, their mind is like, how can I corrupt their peace? All that energy you placed on trying to disrupt my life, you can use that same thing by healing your toxic self. That's what you can do. But a lot of people don't want to do that. It's like you have to love yourself first. That's where you get that peace from. A lot of people think, I don't love myself, or I do love myself. You do. But when you have come accustomed to that type of mentality for so long, you become numb to it. You allow yourself to accept it. That's where you done messed up. That's where you got to be able to smack yourself out. No, I deserve better in my life. And it's going to make you have those actions. Take that power back. When you stop reacting to him and letting him know what his actions are doing to the words he's saying towards you, is affecting you. When you start coming to deaf ears to him, that's where that peace is going to come in. I promise you. Mike is on point. And it's like, you have to love yourself first. Then you can act in peace. That's where you got to start with you first. It's like, if she or he wants the message to get through, you'll see it in better homes and gardens. And I love myself very much. Now my crown chakra works pretty as well. And I just breathe. You have to. It's like Cherry Cherry, like, I preach heaven and beat the whole hell out of you. I ain't got time, baby. That's it. Cherry act like she like that. And I believe it because I was there too. I lay hands on you real quick. I be that type of person. I'll fight. My wig is turned all the way completely around. I'm going to part that mess and just keep on throwing. I don't care. I even fought with a cigarette in my mouth. I ain't care. And the wig was burning up. I ain't got time. I don't care. I'm buying me another one. I got about 50, 11 daggone wigs at home. This one ain't going to break nothing. Keep on. Let's go. We can do this. Okay. But now I'm not even about that life. I'm just like, before I allow myself to unleash on you, because I done been through some things. I done saw some things. I done confronted some things. If I unleash on you, baby, you ain't coming back right like you came in. I ain't got time. The last person that did that, face was broken like 20 different ways. And that was just with fists. And it was like, people were like, Roslynn, you Mayweather. It was like, anybody ever seen Full Metal Jacket when they put them soaps in that pillowcase? That's what my situation was. After that, I said, no, nobody else ain't pulling me out that character again, because that woman almost lost her life. It almost did. And I just don't have time. I just don't have time. I'm trying to put in peace because I didn't want to grab my peace. I ain't trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. You're like, bam. Okay, it was that one type of life. I don't have time, ma'am. I don't. You don't have time either. So this is that situation where it's showing you where your direction need to be. You need to honor yourself. Stop entertaining that idiot and let him entertain himself. He want to be on the idiotism. Allow him to be speaking that language to the book of himself. Allow him to do that with him. And I don't understand what you're talking about. They don't have an app for that. It's like they don't have an app for that. I love my serenity. Yeah, I've thought about that. You don't, Timberwolf, I'm so proud of you. You said you don't interact. And that was a bold choice of you to come up in here with us. That's a bold point on you coming in here with us. I'm so happy you did that. Y'all giving me hot flashes and jump. It's up here hot. But yeah, it's good. It's like I got a sock party, and it was actually done when the Marine Corps over. Oh Lord Jesus, Lolly. Oh gosh, it's like Timmy Wolf, where you from? You saying Lolly? That sounds like some European stuff. What is that? Where you from? I forgot. I know you told me before. I can't remember though. Cause I'm like, God, been around the world and now, yeah. You know. I'm just trying to do that. But yeah, this is all about, it's like me neither. I've gotten to that point where my peace is the only thing I need. I know that's right. I'm not trying to pull Medea out. I ain't trying to go with Angela Bassett and start burning all your junk up. Like, ma'am, you can't be burning that. That's trash. You only can burn trash. That is trash. You know, and just be doing that. Ross, would you be watching anime? I don't watch the Asian ones, but I watch like the horror shorts or the ones that they do the positivity on. I like the one that I think it's like Fabosa or W News. I watch those. Yep, Cherry Peace of Mind is priceless. This show is. I got to get you guys dudes being irritated. I was like, Miss Angel, I've been in. I mean, it's like a gnat, like, and you ready? Hell on. You know, it'd be one of those situations. It's like email you, okay. You know, it's just like, this is where it's gonna come to a time. I used to be that person. I was in conflict all the time, busting stuff up, burning stuff out, you know, having my kids crying, you know, all those different things. I'm too old for that. My bones is brittle. I can't be doing all that no more. I ain't got time. You know, I would do that on something else, but not no negative stuff. You know, if I'm gonna get a workout like that, let it be something joyful. I ain't got time for all that. Dude, if you don't get the hell on, find somebody else, man. It's like, why I don't hit you? Why I thought I blocked your butt. I'm just trying to understand, why is this dude not being blocked? Okay. Because I'm tired of dealing with you, you know. And yeah, I know he back and like he like a roach. I'm just trying to understand, why is he here? Why? Let me. I'm trying to see how I block this dude, because you really, you know, is like report, remove. I'm trying to block him out of here because I don't want to deal with all that no more. I really don't. I haven't dealt with a troll dag in a good minute. I only had that one time, and I blocked that person, and they didn't come back no more. But this dude, is like I reported him. And it's just like, I'm really trying to figure out, how do I block this dude? It's like, okay, you unhide this. I ain't trying to unhide nothing. I ain't even trying to sit up here. I'm gonna see if I don't know. But yeah, it's like his ego is small, and a lot of other things may be small, and that's the reason why he's trying to be a bugaboo like that. It was like, but yeah, it is just like so many different things that you're going through, and you have to learn through that. Because a lot of times, if you look back, I know with my situation, I can look back, and a lot of my blessings came from my hardships. You know, I've gone through different things in my life where if you didn't manipulate me, let me go ahead and make your life a living hell, because you can't manipulate me. You know, when I didn't allow you to do that, because there's a lot of times I done got pissed off because there's a lot of things I allowed to get to me. And I'm like, where I'm at in my life right now, like, I ain't even about to do that, because it's like, when you have blessings you're looking forward to, that's where your mind stays focused at. And it's just when you know, if you want better into your life, and you know you're working on your manifestation, anytime somebody is trying to pull that trigger on you, you remind yourself of where you're trying to be. You know, not where you rather be. Because when you entertaining that, that's allowing you where your focus is maintaining that. You need to allow yourself to disconnect and say, you know what? I'm trying to aim towards better. You ain't in my future. You ain't even in my present. You are that situation that's a testament for my testimony, for me to have my blessings in the skies to make me a better person. And I appreciate you. Because it's like with my situation, I wish blessings on anybody who want to deal with that issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish nothing on that. When I say my situation has changed, because it's not just my ex, it's his wife, her family, all that, my biological family. I have no one in my life that I even talk to. My children are even my life because of my situation. And when I can say this is the best blessing you could have ever gave me, I appreciate what my enemies did for me because it made me a better person. And that's when you know when your power is coming in, when you're allowing yourself, you can blame people all day, you know, and it's true. They could have did all those things to you. But you are not a victim of the circumstances they're trying to place you in. Where they messed up at is, like I said in that video, they messed up by placing that mask they trying to put you in. Take that mask off. You claim your own stuff. If you want to make your own mask, if that's what you want to do, you can do that. But it's like with my situation, I appreciate all what my enemies have taught me. I appreciate the people that were always there to support me, that are still supporting me. I love all of them because they done got me in a far long way that I would have if I would allow myself to just keep focusing on what that person is trying to do to me, what that person is trying to block me up, because I'm making that my reality. I'm like, shoot, you helping me get to my next level, baby. Thank you. You know, and that's how you have to be. It's like, I think everyone has a block him from their devices. I guess so. I don't see him no more. I'm glad it's like, who's trolling now? The same fool, Mike. Same fool. I don't know if y'all can hit that and it's just like, hey, block. I know I just did. It's like, I'll have to check my zombie game. Like, y'all, it's like, oh my goodness. It's like, oh, we need to remember wall and center. You do. And it's just like, you're going through these things. These are the things that's teaching you to be stronger. You know, like I said, positivity can work with you all day. But a lot of times your strength comes from the tragedies that is placed into your life. The things where, you know, when that spiritual awakening woke you up, that really ripped you away from out the womb. Okay, you should see how people done dropped out your life. You start seeing true intentions of people when darkest moments came into your life. You're seeing how people you have loved and respect, it came as strangers and the foes. You know what I'm saying? So when you have gotten there, you seeing the truth for what it really is. It's just about you really reading between the lines, not getting fixated on what he does. And I know that's hard for you not to be reacting to that, but that's where your strength has to come in at, because you're acting through that vibration of weaknesses. You're identifying yourself through that traumatic situation. He's trying to get you to entertain. When you know you are not there no more, he can sit up here and be having a whole fit. You know, I'm like, damn, you need me to call 911? Are you okay? Because I'm not giving you CPR. You know, it was like, you be over there, you dead fish messing around with me. I'll just call 911. You know, be like, what's the name? What was that? Wyclef? Please, somebody call 911. You know, be one of those situations. I'll call him for you. He's like, you doing CPR? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and just be holding the phone. 2, 3, 4. I'm like, okay. He's like, and I'm still doing that. I stop. I check the breath waves. You know, his head is elevated. He flat on his back. I'll do all that. Sorry, Roz. I had to. Oh yeah, you still saying the same thing. But that's what you have to do. That's exactly what you have to do. You are reclaiming your power through all these situations that you are currently facing. You know, that's why when I can allow myself to look, and I've told so many people, like, Marta, you've been with me for a long time. Annie, you've been with me for a long time. Y'all have seen how much I've changed. You know, y'all have seen so much on how I've changed through so many different things. And I can say I appreciate those traumatic experiences I've had. I appreciate the things that has really just tore me down in my life, because those are the things that really should have torn me up. I shouldn't even be here. You know, it's like people hate it when I ate their foolishness. Yeah, it's just like when I'm not gonna mirror nothing else to you. I'm gonna allow you to entertain yourself, because it's like I got better things to do. I got to go on a knitting game. You know, I got waiting on me. You know, I ain't got time to be dealing with all that. You know, it's just like I'm too focused on my growth. I don't have time to be irritating those things, because I feel good when I make the decisions that give me peace. And that's another subject. God is urging you to make those choices within your life. When you know sometimes you got to disconnect from people, and it's just like, you know, and it could be just like with my friend Nicole. I love her to death, but if universe is telling me to block away from you, I'm going to do just that. You know, I'm sorry. You know, I can't continue to connect with you. Our friendship of expiration is expired. You know, it's like, yeah, when I stressed after I overcame, I was blessed. When you know you made that choice and it gives you ultimate peace, that's letting you know, you should never lose your sleep on other people's actions. That's what, and I've had a bad situation where I've gone and be fussing all day about something somebody did. I allowed to affect me. I be dag, I'm not. I'll be like, girl, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You know, and it's just like, you know, just when I didn't allow myself, I made that peaceful time. Because some people, they make these jokes when they know they're trying to trigger you. Or I was just talking to you. Why you getting mad? They know exactly the reason why you get mad. You lucky I end up to slap your ass. You know, it'd be one of those situations. But I'm just like, what are you talking about? Or if I know somebody trying to trigger me when they talking loud enough that when they think something's going to make me mad, I'm like, oh, Dad, you here? And I could have heard that mess and be back here just laughing my butt off and just not allowing it to affect me. I'm like, I'll be telling self saying, like, you hear this fool trying to trigger you? Yeah, girl. Okay. Oh, watch how we play it. I'm going to play it very well. Oh, hey, I didn't even know you were here. Getting more mad because the fact is you did not pull me out of my peace. And that lets you know that's an insecure person anyway, because you are a prime project. Let me see how I can piss her off today. Let me see how I can disturb her peace today. And it's like all that interaction they doing with you, they could really be reflecting on their life. They wasting time. And because they really don't know what's the end of that rainbow for them. And it ain't going to be a pot of gold. It ain't. It really ain't. And all you can do is like, well, I tried to tell you. Why you over here just following your... Keep doing you. You work on your peace. He going to be working on his own damnation. Let him do that by himself. You know, you have to do that. I just get bored. And it's funny. I do. But it's just like with me, like if I know I can really regulate, you know, not regulate, but relate to when people have been in toxic relationships where it gets you to that point where you plotting to do some stuff that you know it can go very bad for you. And that's where, you know, when it gets to something like that, that's when, you know, snatch your peace back before you end up being in jail. You don't. It's like, I was in the close to a death from alcohol, and now I'm blessed to have a full year sober. Roz, y'all did giggle at my Heyoka. Not, oh Lord. It's like, did you giggle at my Heyoka anonymous? You know what? I ain't even gonna lie, but I know it's like with us, we got that dark humor, you know, because it remind me. Matter of fact, I was on IG last night, and I wish I could have shared it here, because when I say that mess had me, I was so tickled because this girl was doing a voiceover, and she was drinking a shot or something, and the man was like, and she was doing a voiceover, and she was like, he's like, hey, do you got a drinking problem? And he was like, no, I pretty much got it figured out. And he was like, okay, what's your favorite beer? An open one. He was like, okay. He's like, when do you know to stop drinking? When it's all gone. And he's like, do you go to Alcoholics Anonymous? No, Alcoholics is for quitters. And I don't even drink. It's been 4 years since I drank. I took 2 sips of a wine cooler on my birthday, and I felt like I was doing a cardinal sin. I felt like, oh Lord, I need to go repent. And it was my birthday, and it was a wine cooler. I didn't do no tequila. I didn't do no Jose Cuervo. You know, it's like you be a dead fish messing around with me, Roslynn. You so sick. Well, girl, I can't do it. I can't, I can't. My tolerance, girl, you can even breathe that mess in my face, and I think I'd be knocked out with a hangover for 2 days. I ain't even lying. I promise you I'm not. But yeah, when I heard that, when I tell you that mess had me hollering, it really did. Because this is just like, I thought I should know I didn't share that. But when I say that mess was funny, it was really funny. Because I was just like, oh my God. And it was just like, okay, it was funny because he's like, do you have a drinking problem? No, I got it pretty much figured out. I know all about that. Because if people are like, no, alcoholics go to meetings. I'm just a drunk. I was like, damn. You can't do that. You really can't do that. And I'm serious. I'm telling you, because I know I got it on here. And if I let y'all hear this mess, I'm telling you, I was cracking. It was like 3:00 in the morning. And I'm sitting up here laughing so hard I had sweat beads coming out my face. It's that small man syndrome. It got to be something. You know, I think, little boy Blue had that problem. You know, when boys got small like that, they mad at every daggone thing. You already know that. I'm like, oh, damn, you got that short boy syndrome, huh? Don't you? Mad about everything. That's your mama and your daddy fault. You go fix it. Like, you ain't got it over here. Don't fix it. Don't do that. I ain't got time. You know, and you dealing with different stuff like that. And it's just like, you cannot. It's like, you really cannot. It's like, it was like, well, it was like, hey, Rob. Oh, I didn't get none of her message. But yeah, it's, you going through all those different things. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, God, dog, I'm trying to where I found it. Oh, here it is. But yeah, let me see if I can play this for y'all because this mess is funny AF. And it's just the way she's just looking. Let me see if I can play it for y'all. Let me see.
Oh, I pretty much got it figured out. What's your favorite beer? An open one.
Oh, Lord.
You've had too much. I run out. Have you ever been to an AA meeting? AA is for quitters.
When I said when I get sad or when I get depressed, I go to the most dumbest thing to make me laugh. I promise you. He said, "Oh, it's like you gotta encourage yourself." Like you got to. He's like, what's that word? He's like, why are you not a comedian? I am. I do it here. It's like I do it here. I be laughing about some stuff. I'm like, look, y'all. I mean, you watch my videos, you see how I get. I'm like, shoot, I'm trying to catch up. You know what I'm saying? You sometimes you gotta laugh at what you need to cry about. I ain't got to. Like, you know, I be doing all of it at the same time. It's like one of those situations. Boom. I gotta do it. Gotta do it. And it's just like those situations. You have to be able to find your comedic thing in every situation. You really got to. You got to really find it in every situation that you're going through. Sometimes you got to find your own funny. You really got to do that because it's like I've had so many different things that I can cry from. Now it's for me to uplift. Is I got to find that video and play it in AA. If you know what, Timberwolf, if you go into my description and you if you got do you got Instagram? If you do, you can connect with me there and I can send it right to you because I'll be finding all these funny ones that must be having me laughing, especially that one is like, are you mad? I ain't trying to argue. I'm happy. Just leave me alone. It's like you're going to be arguing by your own self. And those are the ones you got to deal with. Like this one. I love this one.
But when somebody say they don't like me, it's like, ouch, bitch, you hit me right where I don't give a fuck. I don't know who needs to hear this, but when somebody say they don't.
I'm like, oh, that hurt. It tickle a little bit. You know, I gotta be like that. It's like the wisdom comes back on put it on the witch hat. Okay. It's like no Insta. God dog. I don't know how I'm gonna give it to you though, because I can't put it on here on YouTube. I wish they could, because if you could share up on here, I'd be having a whole lot of ha-has and he-he's. Y'all be comedic every day, messing around with me. But yeah, that's the only way. Unless you got Facebook, is that wasting their time and your time. Nope, stay on. It's like stay alone and cancel. Okay. It's like your wisdom comes on the back on. It's like back on. I'm putting on my wish hat. You know what? I can. Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can send it to you that way. All right, I'm gonna send it to you that way, Timberwolf. Because I think I can send it to you through email. That I can do. But yeah, I'll send that one to you like, hey, because he was like, you got a drinking problem? No, I pretty much got it figured out. It's like he started all that giggling. I'm like, Lord Jesus, I've been that way. Like I got to that point. I don't like getting drunk till I'm at that point that wine clip. 911. I'm like, yeah. I've been on the porcelain God, like God, I promise you, I'll never drink like this again if you just see me through the night. I don't need to be like that. I've been there to where I know I don't upchuck. I'll be waking up like, oh, what is all this? Like, girl, you don't remember all that? There are certain things I can't even smell anymore, and they bring back that type of situation. That's why I don't drink. Give me something to celebrate. When you give me something to celebrate, is that it was like they're all gonna go rolling laughing. I promise you. That one, when I said that was funny, because it's like when I was like that, when I used to get drunk like that, I used to act the fool. Like they always wanted me around because I was that one that was just very bold, just very bold. They were like, Roslynn, you really had us rolling last night. So y'all were laughing at me, weren't you? It was like one of those type of things. And I said, no, I can't be acting like that no more. Nowadays, they go viral. See, back in the, I'm glad when I used to get drunk, that's before social media got heavy. And now people record you and then you be the laughing stock. I'm good. I said, I'm so good. I'm good. But y'all, I love y'all. We done stayed on here for almost 2.5 hours. That's a record tops. And I really appreciate that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do this again tomorrow. So if y'all want to be able to connect with me tomorrow, I would love to be able to stay connected with y'all beautiful souls. I really, truly appreciate that. This has been very uplifting. And I'm going through my changes on hot flashes because I feel like my whole butt is on fire right now because it's hot. It's hotter than devil's toenails up in here with me. So, but I appreciate me connecting with you. It's like I bank off booze. I used to be a stripper. God. I used to be one too. I dropped it like it's hot. Now I only can tap it like it's lukewarm. They called me delicious. They used to do that. But it's like, bye. Oh, I forgot Vi was on here. My bad, baby. You didn't hear what Auntie Roslynn just said. Okay, but love y'all. And I will be back here tomorrow. Timberwolf, if you can come in, I love you too. Thank you for stopping through. I really enjoyed talking to y'all. Make good choices. Be positive, light your sage and stuff like that, pray, do whatever you need to do and stay in your peace. And I will talk to y'all later. Much love to you. And I'm going to be, if Lord willing, I'm going to have a chat tomorrow. So I love y'all and I will talk to you later. Bye.